up, man. You know what I'm saying? So I be telling these niggas, man, shit ain't the game, man. Shit
Tell 'em,
real.
done.
With the power, you're gifted 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 with the head up above. Activate me. You're gifted with the power, you're gifted with the power, you're gifted with the power. You're gifted with the power. You're gifted with the head up above. Activate me. You're gifted with the power. You're gifted with the power. You're gifted with the power.
I got a traffic jam fan, you know it. I'm from the middle of the map. I get around, I've been there and back. Born in Gary, Indian, just to be exact. Got family in the go and family in the nap. Same shit everywhere, saw it in the A out on Old Nat. Sucker free suckers can't take the heat, nah they gon' rap. Big dumb cats, big guns clap. Another brother dead, another mother son lack. I'm from the era where the niggas did scrap. Seen the same person shot with two different straps. You don't want this, now you don't want that. Tired of fuck shit, wanna take a nap. I'm a dog on these chicks, just a different cat. Must make at least an M to make an impact. May just paint the Benz matte black. Fresh head to toe, never wore socks that didn't match. Cause I'm from the middle of the map. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. I'm from the middle of the map. Nigga, I get around, I've been there and back. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. I'm from the middle of the map. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. I get around, I've been there and back. Check, I'm from the middle of the map. I get around, I've been there and back. Born in Gary, Indian, just to be exact. Got family in the go and family in the nap. Talking money, shit hit my jack. If it don't make sense, shit I can sense that. Blowing big loud, never the mid pack. See you talk, that's just big cap. Nigga, I walk the walk with graduation hats. Fuck your opinion, nigga, in fact. You fuck my bitch, shit, I tip my hat. Now she dead to me, can't bring her back. Play the game, play the field, never been set. Bulls game, flow seats just like my Benz mats. Blunt to my lips, gun on my hip, her project pack. Act not my cup of tea, rather sip some yak. Cause I'm from the middle of the map. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. I'm from the middle of the map. Look, I get around, I've been there and back. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. I'm from the middle of the map. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. Look, I get around, I've been there and back. I'm from the middle of the map. We ride big Chevys, big Cadillacs. I'm from the middle of the map. I'm from the middle of the map. We shaking up, don't give too much that. Nah, I'm from the middle of the map. Granny's moved up top, cook so food and got us fat. Yeah, I'm from the middle of the map. I'm from the middle of the map.
We out west with it, where we live and leave eagle, leaning off a leader, riding regal, tipping scales like Libras. Inhale, no L's, pulling out blocks like Jenga. In the rear of a Caprice's Billy Rims, feel you decent nonetheless. Nothing less than tens for the speakers. You'll hear us before you see us with beats that beat the streets up. Yeah. So try and keep up and keep it low key, cuz police try and treat us and keep us on a leash, cuz that's how they see us, thinking we nuts. Cuz we'll die for the ground beneath us, because this land made us. This land made of players that stay on paper. That's how we came up amongst the mayhem to the day when we display what we made of. The game can never change us, the West Side teaches. On these streets where you find that D before G. We out west with it, back down, trying to flip a dollar. If you looking, then we got it, you just got up in a plot. We out west with it, riding clean, wetter than the sea. On the scene with a full tank, blowing AC. We out west with it, I'm posted, let me know what y'all on. Cause if y'all get on something, then just hit my phone. We out west with it, yes sir. Hustle for every penny in the trenches, but we turn struggle into strength. Smell the grind in the air, take a whiff. Only the nose knows the aroma. Compose the money rolls that fold up, holding cold cups. Searching for those that got the purple O's for the $4. And we can go nuts and stay at the stove like grocers, and post up with O's on the table like
That's why
coasters.
we shine wherever we go. 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 Lord, Lord. Welcome to the mind of a pothead. On my head, see a young nigga got dressed. We don't give a fuck what the cop said. I'm living a legacy, so even when I die, I am not dead. Nigga, I am not dead. Fuck with me.
Great afternoon to you wonderful people. Welcome to this Thursday edition of I Said What I Said. We are live from inside the What's In It for the Black People Media Studios. I said we, because alongside Toussaint Werner, my name is Howard. Each and every weekday, 3 to 6 p.m., we get together right here with you and we discuss issues that are currently impacting the black community, how those issues impact us as individuals, but also how they impact us as a collective. And along with your help, we talk through many of these issues in hopes of finding the optimum solutions for how we can overcome said issues. Again, we want to overcome them as individuals, but more importantly, we want to overcome them as a collective. So thank you all so very, very much. We sincerely mean that, for choosing to be a part of this conversation. As always, your input is valued. It is definitely appreciated. Anything you want to add to the conversation, feel free to do so. We will read through as many of your comments as possible while we go through the show. We would kindly request that you please take a quick second to share the broadcast. Share it on your personal page. Share it even within your personal network. Absolutely anyone that you think would add value to this conversation or find value in this conversation, we want them to be a part of the discussion so that we can get the most like-minded individuals to be a part of the discussion. We think it's the best opportunity of reaching those aforementioned solutions. So please, if you will, take a quick second to share the broadcast. We would be more than grateful. RO Double, what's up, sis? Good to see you up in here. I feel like I've been missing you. Anyhow, again, this is I Said What I Said. It is intellectual thuggery at its absolute finest. My name is Herb. And the one and only Toussaint Werner is back in the building, too. What's happening, good brother?
What's up, family? I'm blessed and highly favored. Tired as shit.
I bet you are.
But how you?
Hey, man, ain't nothing to it, man. Just chilling, man. Spinning here, holding it down. Got to give a huge shout out to
I saw you, brother. Salute to the bigs.
yeah, salute to the
Cassie.
big, salute to Cassie, man. The team been stepping up and holding it down with your boy. So we've been rolling, man. And of course, the Iswiz family has been here. We've been doing what we do. Intellectual thuggery at its absolute finest. But you were truly missed, my brother. It's good to have you back in your rightful spot, man.
I wasn't Miss G. Gardis was in here talking about Cassie's cute. I'm glad she's here.
He was definitely on that.
Yeah, definitely was on that. You know what I mean? I saw that a few times. I said, all right, you Confederates.
Confederates.
You Benedict Arnolds. I see you. Cassie was in here, had me feeling like Flash from the Five Heartbeats. You try to take my Flash? Nah, it's all good, man. I truly appreciate it, man.
Was your time away productive? Was it good? Was it restful? Was it what All good.
And I was grinding, man. So I ain't gonna talk about it publicly.
Yeah, I know we can't get into it too much, but
There's some stuff happening, man. We gonna make some things move. I was moving and shaking on our behalf. I was moving and shaking on my personal behalf. We gonna make some things happening, man. So it was a good couple of days.
salute.
You put me in the room, I'm gonna turn some corners.
I'm already knowing. I already knew you. I already knew you was finna move and shake. So
It's
salute to the guy, man.
it definitely is a good look, G. Plug nationally with a couple people. Some other opportunities just from being down there that's gonna happen for us. But I'm tired, G. I've been up for 36 hours straight.
Yeah, man.
I was just telling you on the ride here, like, man, just because I was just up,
Right.
I lost track of time. You know what I mean? And I was supposed to be at the airport at 6. I look up, it's like 5:10, and I ain't left the Airbnb yet. You know what I mean? So we jump in the car, we rushing to the airport. Flight boards starts boarding at 5:35.
Mm-hmm.
Flight is scheduled to take off at 6:05. I look up at the clock. It's 5:35 now. The GPS is saying we got 15 miles to get to the airport.
Your flight is boarding right now, and you are not near
And
the
I'm
airport.
Nowhere near.
Let
the
alone the seat that you're supposed to be in right now.
Nowhere near. You understand me? So I'm like, man, this is gonna be all bad, cuz this is gonna be all bad. And I ain't tripping on missing no flight, but it's my baby's birthday. Shout out to my baby. Happy birthday, Bella. I love you.
Hey, happy birthday, Bella.
So even because they wanted me to stay down.
She
there
12?
Yep. So they wanted, well, she'll tell you she's 14, but she's 12.
Of course she'll tell you she's 14.
But they wanted me to stay down there long, but I'm not gonna miss my baby's birthday. If I ain't gonna do nothing else in the world, I ain't gonna disappoint my daughter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah. Eric would have had a birthday party next month.
He could have figured it out. You know.
Next month we'll get you a slice of cake from
What Ron said? You
McDonald's.
failed as a father.
Bella. Catch that flight.
Catch that flight. So, matter of fact, she was on me too, right? 12:02. My phone was ringing. Like, Daddy, you know what today is?
Do you know what today is?
She's like, you'll be here in the
Get
morning,
your
right?
ass back home to me.
And she know who her daddy is too, right? So this is what she hit me with. Don't oversleep. Don't miss the flight.
All right, that's why you didn't even go to sleep. You were so scared. So not only did you have this issue with timing and making sure you got back to Chicago for Bella's B-Day, but in your haste, you almost lost your life.
Gee, the whole joint was OC. G.
But for tell a story so we can give the praise to the
We got
almighty
the
mythical
honor,
Sky Daddy.
Mythical Sky Daddy today.
Look at you.
This morning he was operating in his proper
Shaking and
polarity.
moving. I know my son don't believe in me, but let me move some
Salute
things
to you,
around.
Mythical Sky Daddy. You
Mythical
understand me?
Sky Daddy.
Check that.
Uh-huh.
I get through security. Listen, I got my luggage. I got on hooper shorts and some sweatpants.
Okay.
Right? So I got my luggage and I'm running.
Uh-huh.
I got on hooper shorts. So my sweatpants is sliding off me. You understand me? I got half a hip and now my knee hurting because my hip hurt because I was in
Pause. Can y'all see this nigga running through the airport right now?
But it ain't really even a run.
With his sweats falling off his butt.
it's like
he got a bag on him and he got this weak ass hip and he fucking
It's like a hard hobble. You understand me? I'm going hard with the hobble though.
He's fucking Fred Sanford through the fucking
Esther, Elizabeth, this is the big one, Elizabeth. Gee, as soon as I walk in the airport door, you hear over the loudspeaker, flight to Chicago number XYZ is boarding, and they say my government over the speaker because I'm the only person not on the plane. You understand?
Yeah, they do that. Once they ready to close the door and they missing somebody.
Where you at, fam? Where
Right.
you at? So I'm flying. I get to the security gate. I'm jumping in front of white people because I don't care. I ain't out of that right now. I got somewhere to be. You
We
know
go.
what I mean? So I get to the security joint. Lo and behold, they got the one African. The only African in the building. The only other black person in the building but me.
Yeah.
Come through security. He has to do the extra security.
Oh, he got to feel important now.
Right? I got a do-rag on because, I'm fresh. So,
Because I'm fresh.
you know what I'm saying? I can't mess up my hair. Get on my body. So the smog makes me take the do-rag off so he can inspect the do-rag.
Fucking up your baby hairs and shit.
The other Hispanic, I'll call him.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
He's the guy, the bad guy. Now, he got to go, my bag specifically.
Only 2 people of color on the staff.
Bruh. I'm late, fam. Yeah. So he got to go through my bag. He said, man, can you open your bag? He's going through my bag. I take my computer out, going through my bag. He said, okay, you're fine. but I'm moving too fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm unconscious. So I just grab all my joints and I take off running.
Hitting it to the gate.
Hobbling hard. You understand me?
Because these people didn't call your name since you walked in the
My
door.
government, they totally disrespected me out here. You understand me? So I get to my gate, G, door closed. I'm like, the game is dirty.
Cooked.
I'm cooked.
Cause they close that door, G, and they be like,
It could be a
I
wrap.
don't care. Who didn't? None of you. My daughter's already on. I don't care. Like door's closed.
Man, it could be a
Especially
wrap,
they
bro.
moved the little tunnel
Yeah,
thing.
Once they moved the tunnel thing,
You cooked for real, that.
Cooked for real, right? So the Caucasian lady at the front desk says, "Hey, are you on this flight?" I said, "Yeah, man. Y'all been calling my government all over the speak. I've been trying to get here." So she's like, "Hold on, let me make a call." So she called.
Like
me
they
back.
wrong. Y'all been calling my
It
government
was
all over there. Yeah.
Absolutely their fault. You understand me? So she was like, "Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna get them to open the door. Just be cool." So I'm like, "Man, bless your heart, lady. Bless your heart, little white lady."
Right.
So I'm standing there waiting, man, and out of nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
a very tall, dark-skinned Sigma guy,
Okay.
someone I'd never acknowledge ever in the history of ever on a regular basis.
Here come Big Lavender
I know
finna
he's
run in
coming. I
here.
know he's coming. The Sigmas, they stink. So anyway, the Mog rolls up. And he says, "I thought I went the right way." So he's guessing. He don't know where I ran to. Nothing.
No, he's guided.
He's guided by.
He's
mythical
guided
Sky
by
Daddy.
mythical Sky
Look
Daddy.
at you. I
Yes.
see you. I see
Yes.
you, fam.
Yes.
So he walks up. He says, "Man, you forgot your computer."
Mm,
Brother,
mm,
I said, "Bless your heart. Can I give you a few dollars?"
Yeah, said.
What can I do for you? Right? Because my whole life is in this little.
Lady, like, hey, I don't give a fuck what y'all do. I'm holding this door for you for like 5 more seconds, sir. Figure it out.
Hey, I was like, "Man, bless your heart, G. Bless your heart." Because that flight wouldn't have meant nothing if I left my computer.
Yo, your computer is your life.
This is my entire livelihood. You understand
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
It would have been all bad, bro.
Everything you just went down there and got done is probably in that motherfucking
It would have
computer.
been all bad. So I'm so thankful for, I didn't even get the brother's name, man, but random Sigma guy. From this point forward, I'm going to start respecting Sigmas.
Blue 5.
Yeah, okay. I ain't going that far. But
Hey, shout out to Howard Trout,
yeah,
man.
salute to Howard, man. Salute to everybody, man. But yeah, man. So the whole weekend was a good deal. But the airport debacle, G. Legitimately, we pulled up to the airport.
Mythical Sky Daddy brought your computer back to you.
G, no BS. Pulled up to the airport 5:50. I got through the airport, through security, to the door. I was on the plane sitting down. 6:03. I'm a G.
I'm a G.
I'm a G. I'm a G. I just want the world to know. Can't nobody do it like me.
Mythical Sky Daddy, man.
It's nobody but two.
You are Mythical Sky Daddy.
I am God.
You
I told
guided
you
him
this
to you.
before. That's right. I commanded the energy.
You did.
This is supposed to happen for me.
You know what? I don't even know why I do this chair, this show in the chair. I need to be like, bowing down to do the show.
Hey.
That's what's up,
Ain't
man.
about that. I'm God of me.
Glad it worked out, man.
Yeah.
I'm
It
glad
was-
you were
it was a
able to
blessing, man.
get all those energies together, get to the airport in the nick of time, lose your computer, have your computer returned to you right before you got on the plane.
And it all worked out, bro.
Hey, good job. I salute it. I commend it, man. I didn't know that Brother Howard was a Sigma, but shout out to him for that.
man, shout out
I'm
to
not.
the
I'm just. But shout out to Brother Howard. He also copped 3 of the Intellectual Thuggery hoodies too.
Man, super salute, man.
Yeah, and so got those. Those
me do it.
on the way. RO double. I don't know if you was here yesterday, but yours and Kenneth's is on the way. I appreciate y'all too for y'all patience as we dealt with whatever the hell we were dealing with the shipping thing. But yours is on the way. K Stills is on the way. Howard Trout is on the way, and T Renee, some other ones I processed today. So appreciate y'all so very, very much. The new shipment of hoodies are in. If you want them, shoot me a message on Facebook, and we can get that process rolling. I'll get them out to you. Actually, I got to send some out after the show, so I can send them out to you too then, or I can put them out to you in the morning. But just send me a message if you want one. The fresh shipment is in. But appreciate y'all regardless so much for rocking with us. Just as a fam, hoodies aside. But if you want them, they
Absolutely,
are in.
man. 100. We definitely appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Even the ones who was hating on me saying Cassie was more attractive than me.
She is.
That's not possible.
That's not possible. Not that it's not true. It's not even possible.
That's not possible.
It's not possible. That's hilarious. Shout out to Cassie, man. She held it down. We had a good conversation. Shout out to the bigs, They always hold it down. We always have good conversations. And so, I appreciate the team rocking with me, man. I'm going to regret this in like no seconds. But I'm even going to say,
Man, speak your heart, man.
I'm even going to say, shout out to the little bro, Lil Ryan, for
Manager man.
boss, okay? Big boss talk. You feel me?
We need to get that boy a shirt that says manager man.
Manager man. he got to be like this with a big ass M on it, like a double M. Like manager man.
On my life, I'm finna design that man a shirt. G. On my life.
Make it real similar to like Meteor Man. Then they had like a double M or some shit.
Something like that.
Baby Lords and shit. Like
On my life. He's
Baby
finna get
Lords. Manager man.
On my life.
But nonetheless, Ron was holding it down, man. And he had some not terribly ignorant input yesterday, and we appreciate that, brother. What's happening, Ron?
I be trying.
I don't know about that, but I appreciate you nonetheless, man. How you feeling today?
I'm good, y'all. What's going on, bros?
Ain't nothing to it. Taking it light, but taking it. You feel me?
Maintaining.
That's
Shout
all
out to my
good.
cousin Gabby. Gabby, what up, man?
What's up,
I
Gabby?
was gonna reach out, man. I was gonna try to get to Dallas, man, but I'm gonna be back soon, so I'm gonna touch down with you and the family, man. I didn't want to set no false hopes, though. But
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna-
always one of them things when you when you go to Texas, you always have this like this
litany of
idealistic
things
way
you're
of
supposed
like,
to do.
oh yeah, I'm gonna get to Dallas and I'm gonna shoot over to Houston and holler at my people and I'm gonna check out the river and send it. Like Dallas is 7 countries big, fam. Okay, I'm not coming. I came to Dallas. I'm not coming to Houston too. Like, you know what I'm saying, or vice versa, or whatever. Like this, it ain't like you going to like I'm in Chicago. I'm gonna shoot over to Gary. Like nah, fam. It ain't that, fam. Like,
You gotta pull up some miles.
yeah, it's a thing. But yeah, go see Gabby, man.
Absolutely.
Either way, few things I want to get into today, Toussaint. Monday, you was talking about the attacks on Asians. I gave it a real, whatever.
That's how I feel too. But today I'm kind of angry at us.
Tuesday, white man murks 8 of them. Okay?
I'm still angry at us.
Okay, come with it.
I'm gonna listen to your side first. And then I'm gonna push back because that's what I do. I'm gonna push back.
No.
Don't y'all ever forget it? Don't y'all accept no substitutes?
Except no substitutes. I am the pushback king. Nobody is challenging you. Nobody would even come close. Okay, nobody would even come close. And I'm not on the other side. I haven't really come off my stance of whatever. I read the article yesterday. It was 3,800 attacks on Asians since in the last 12 months.
So you read it was 3,800?
3,800.
I read like 1,000 less.
I saw
it's all
3,800.
good.
Doesn't matter. My point is
I just
across
wanna-
the
I
entire.
just want to have clarity of the numbers, right?
I read
The
3,800.
in the scope. Where did you get this information?
I don't know. I cited it yesterday. I always cite the articles I read.
Salute to that, whatever that information is.
Mm-hmm.
But when I talked about it the other day, it was an NBC, like an hour-long segment, and they was pinning it on Negroes and Hispanics.
Of course,
And then the homie in Atlanta, I don't want to say the homie in Atlanta,
white man.
the Caucasian guy in Atlanta,
Right. It's always the white man.
acted out of body, or
They-
acted inside his body, because
They are the only
what's
terrorists.
Brother Max say? They're beasts.
They're beasts. They do what they do. They terrorize
devils.
shit. They who?
They're who?
Devils.
That's Ron's words.
They terrorize shit. They have a history of terrorizing shit. They've always terrorized shit. They will continue to terrorize shit. I saw a number that said 3,800. I don't care if it was 1,800, 800, or 5,800. My point is, over the course of an entire year, across the entire country, that's how many of y'all have been attacked? You know how many black people get attacked across this country on a yearly basis? Way more than 3,800, fam. Okay? So, not trying to minimize y'all shit. Not saying it's okay. I'm just saying, meh. However, that being said, white man went white man on them, killed 8 of them. Then, here's my issue. While you have a white man who is clearly committing a hate crime against Asians, right? You go to 3 different businesses to kill Asian people, right? You caught the Latino brother just because he happened to be in there getting the rub down, right?
Happy ending.
Yeah, surely. Speaking, let me get him. Ryan. No, hold on. I'm not finna derail the story with your shit.
Do you know any of those spots that they give
Well,
the happy endings, Ron?
We'll get to
Thought
his,
I did.
we'll get to his shit later, or maybe around 5 o'clock we'll get to his shit. But I don't want to derail the story. Not only did you do that, right? Go to 3 different places to do it. Then y'all come out and say, we aren't sure that this was racially motivated. We aren't quite prepared to call it that yet. It's too early in the investigation. And then y'all come out with some story and quote him as saying, I did it because I was angry at the porn industry and I'm a sex addict. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Other than the fact that there is the stereotype that you can go to these Asian massage parlors and get a happy ending, right? But porn industry, fam, it's pornographic video stores everywhere. It's strip clubs. You ain't running none of these places. You went to one Asian establishment, then drove miles away to 2 other Asian establishments, and law enforcement believes that you were on your way to Florida to do the same thing at Asian establishments there. So y'all know all this, right? Then y'all know what his motive is. But because, for 2 reasons, y'all don't want to start a race thing, right, with Asians and white people, but also, and I think more importantly, y'all have to protect whiteness at all costs. And so y'all gonna come out and say, the fucking sheriff, okay, at his press conference says that this murderous motherfucker had a bad day, right? Oh, he just had a bad day. He had a bad day. Fam, people have bad days. They don't murk 8 people about it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't have a bad day. He's a murderous, racist terrorist. That's what he is. He had a bad day. And you're not even doing it because of him. You don't even know, dude. But it's whiteness in totality that they protect. Same thing you always talk about with that Officer Darren Wilson from Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about him. It's about protecting the collective. And they understand what their collective is. And everybody that's on the team, we vouching for them and we riding for them, period. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter. That's how they roll. And it's like OG Bobby Johnson on the prison yard saving Loco from the Aryans, right? Loco shermed out. Loco can't barely talk, walk, or nothing. You know Loco done messed up these people's package or whatever, but he deuce and I'm keeping him, right? Whatever's going to cost, we're going to deal with it. That's how they roll. As a people, that is how they do. And so they like, he had a bad day. Cool, got it, understand it. Expect it from you, white sheriff person. No surprise here at all, right? What I don't expect is for our sister, Keisha Bottoms, mayor of Atlanta, to be like, yeah, I don't know that this was a hate crime. Sis, yes, you do. Be fucking for real. Call it what it is. And then I also, not surprised, but I would like to have believed that y'all sister, because I don't even claim this one, Vice President Kamala Harris, would do the same. She also comes out and says, don't know that it's a hate crime, can't call it that, right? Cool. You motherfuckers are also complicit in trying to protect whiteness because y'all want to get so close to it that y'all can't even call it out. I don't want to get close to it. Fuck y'all's white power and all that shit. I'm not trying to get close to it. I'm trying to take it from you, right? And the way I see it, we got 2 options. It's when it comes to their power. We can either take it or we can take it. And I mean take it from them or accept it from them. Like either take their shit away from them or take what they do to us. That's it. Take it or take it. And I'm done taking it in terms of it's accepting what they do to us. But our people that are empowered to do something about it, they not going to say shit. And I got nothing but respect and love and admiration for most of what Mayor Bottoms has done in her tenure. But ma'am, what the fuck? Like what does a white man have to do for anybody to call him on his shit? The white sheriff says he had a bad day. The mayor says, I know he killed 8 Asian people, but I don't know that it was racially motivated. What? The fucking vice president comes out and says the same thing. White people don't surprise me. It's us that I'm pissed at, G. Like, we got to stop the bullshit just so we can stay closely assimilated to their power and their whiteness. Fuck that shit. Either take it from them or keep taking what they do to us. It ain't no fucking in between. And I was very, very, very disappointed in Keisha Bottoms. And, you know, I got what I expected from Kamala Harris.
So, I don't want to minimize the incident, right? Death, murder, you know, there's no way to celebrate that or salute that or champion that. And I don't want this statement I'm about to make to come off as such. But I'm rocking with Keisha. And here's why. What was Derek Chauvin charged with?
Derek Chauvin has been charged with 2nd-degree murder, and I think they added 3rd degree as well.
Chauvin was first charged with 3rd-degree murder and 2nd-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter. Right? Now, think about how law works. Right? Hate crime is something different. It's an additive.
Right.
Right?
Right.
It's an enhancement, like a gang enhancement, right? So if you Nipsey shooter,
Right.
right, he gonna get the shooting charge, the whatever degree murder,
Right.
with a gang enhancement.
Right. It's like when somebody dies during the commission of a robbery.
Right. You're gonna get that enhancement. So is Derek Chauvin a hate crime? Is Breonna Taylor's murder a hate crime? Because they've not been charged with such. That's not the narrative around it. It's not the conversation around it.
Right.
Right? So when it's a black public official, why do we have a greater expectation for them? Right? To act, I'm not saying she would be wrong saying it was a hate crime, but I'm asking us as a populace, why do we have a greater expectation for her?
Because she's black.
See, and that's why
I don't have that expectation of the justice system in America.
So, but I want us to look at the conversation I'm making, though, right? I'm indifferent to the struggle, bro. I'm indifferent to the struggle of the white folks. I'm indifferent to all of their struggles. If these are the rules, then let this be the rule, right? And good luck. Hope you make it. It's not my charge to defend you in any way, because you don't defend me in any way.
That's why I'm disappointed in Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. What are we defending him for? Call him what he did.
No. I'm not charging her to defend the system. I'm charging her to do her job. And thus far, that's been the narrative. That's been the line. That's been the company line. This is the narrative. Why should I change it for you, Asian American? Why should I change it for you?
No, it's not the same.
Why not?
This dude went to Asian businesses to kill random Asian people, right? It's hard to put that charge on a police officer, policing a particular district or precinct. We understand they over-police our communities. I understand the racial construct in totality. But each individual act, I can't say that it was a racially motivated hate crime for them to go to Breonna Taylor's apartment. They had a warrant to go there. They fucked it all up and killed her.
So let's not go to Breonna.
Or George.
Why not? The man kneeled on his neck for 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Smiling with his hands in his pocket.
Yeah, because you had a personal relationship with him. You don't like dude. It wasn't even a random black person. You wanted to kill him.
Sounds like hate to me.
But you hate him. It wasn't just whoever black. Like, I didn't pull up to a black spot and kill 8 black people at this spot. Hate crime.
See, I can't rock with the narrative. And we can go all the way back to Mike Brown. Right? I can't remember the was it Darren Wilson?
Was that Ferguson? Or was Mike Brown Baltimore? It's crazy. I can't keep up.
I can't keep up, right? But this man has a history of these violent attacks against a certain racial demographic. Right? So just like gang enhancements, they're based on what? Your history.
Sure.
So if we can't give you that charge, I'm not expecting that from Keisha.
Well, she don't even have the
Game
authority.
is the game, fam. I ain't create the rules. The game, the rules is the rules.
She don't
the
even
game
have,
is bitter, but it's fair.
She don't have the authority to make that decision anyway.
Nor do I need to create the narrative.
I think you should. I don't understand why the black mayor shouldn't make that distinction.
And again, I'm not defending no action here. You understand what I'm saying? But and my pushback, because even
you saying if we don't get that type of consideration, why should Asians?
I ain't rocking, bro. I ain't rocking. And part of it partially goes back to how we operate within this space. Everyone leverages our struggle and our pain while no one comes to our aid. We become the defenders of the minority universe.
Which is why my whole stance on this thing has been like, yeah, whatever. I ain't never seen y'all show far shit.
And I'm saying carry that throughout. Indifference.
But I'm saying the crime ain't the same though, G.
I don't care.
White dudes show up, go to 3 different black businesses, kill 8 black people in a matter of a couple hours or whatever. 45 minutes, I think it was, the difference in time. Yeah, hate crime all day. I'm calling for a hate crime all day on this thing. Individual incident, white cop, unarmed black person. I understand that race plays a factor here. Please don't get me wrong. I understand that race is playing a factor in this thing, right? And I understand that race plays the biggest factor in why they almost invariably get off, right? I get that piece. But I don't know that I can call it a hate crime in the same way that I got a white man going to Asian businesses, 3 different ones, and then on his way to a whole nother state to continue to do this. That's a different I can't call it the same thing.
I'm indifferent.
As am I.
I think we all should be indifferent.
As am I.
And not even going specifically to the Keisha thing. And I said I'm mad at us.
Mm-hmm.
Because you start to look at least the way my social media populates, it's a gang of us jumping out our bodies to defend the Asian community.
Yes, it's
That's not our fight,
no, it's not.
right?
We don't even have the
You
capacity
ever
for
heard
it.
of the statement, the terminology, the model minority group?
The who?
Model minority group.
I have not.
So let me read to you what this is. Right?
Mm-hmm.
A model minority is a demographic, whether based in ethnicity, race, or religion, whose members are perceived to achieve a higher degree of socioeconomic success than the population average, thus serving as a reference group to outgroups.
Mm-hmm.
This success is typically measured relatively by educational attainment, representation in managerial and professional occupations, and household income, along with other socioeconomic indicators such as low criminality and high family marital stability. The concept is controversial as it has historically been used to suggest there is no need for government intervention in socioeconomic disparities between certain racial groups.
Mm-hmm.
This argument has most often been applied to America to contrast Asian Americans, both East and South Asian, and Jewish Americans against African Americans and Hispanic Americans, enforcing the idea that Asians and Jewish Americans are good, law-abiding, productive citizens / immigrants, while promoting the stereotypes that Hispanics and African Americans are prone to crime and dependent on welfare.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you come here and you align yourself with an identity that does not serve you, but you're caught up in the illusion. Me and you had a conversation. I don't know what we was talking about when we was on air. Or this was a private conversation. But a few years ago, some kids from Northwestern came and did a documentary on us. Right? This was their thesis joint. They aired it at the school. You know what I mean? Same time, other kids in that class was doing their thesis work with other communities.
Right.
One of them just so happens to choose Chinatown in Chicago. Right? They found a Chinese guy who was a gun expert, a gun enthusiast. He would be comparable to RQ, to Marquand McDonald.
Okay.
Only in the fact that
I got you. What he does.
a gun
Right.
enthusiast.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right? But the entirety of his gun enthusiasm and his behavior and his celebrity in Chinatown and in China. He was a legitimate celebrity in China. Right? Was he had created a energy and a paradigm in China about protection and defense. Specifically from who, Herb?
Us.
Black people that crossed 35th Street.
They crossed the damn Rhine.
Crossed the damn Rhine. That was his entire charge. Right? And he was outwardly racist. Outwardly racist. Right? His wife happened to work at IT at the time of the filming. I don't know if she's still there. Right? There was a scene in his documentary where he pulls up to IT
Right.
with 4 legal firearms. Right? And in the documentary, the scene was filmed specifically because he wanted to show the filmmaker how savage the Negroes on 35th and State Street just so happens to be. He could have just chose any random day and watch how these niggas try to do something to me or my family.
That's right.
Right?
So we can sum it up.
That's it, right? And the room, we were in the room, right? And when this film aired, all the air went out the room.
Yeah.
Like it was like dead silence.
I recall.
You know what I mean? Because he stood on every belief that he had. And everybody that happened to be in that film with him, which was the Chinatown population isn't humongous.
No.
Right? And he had classes that was showing him operating in several different classes.
It's dense, but it's not a lot of them.
Right. But a bunch of different groups of the Asians in that community. And they all were in alignment with his thought process. Man, I'm so indifferent.
I feel you, G.
Good luck, y'all.
I feel you.
Good luck. I hope y'all make it.
I feel you.
That's as far as my concern goes.
Okay. That's my I have a concern about how this thing is being handled. My concern to greater than the extent that 8 innocent people lost their lives, and I think that's always fucked up.
That's horrible.
Right? To any greater extent than that, I don't really care about that piece either. I don't really have the capacity for it, right? I got my fight over here that nobody's helping us with, and I don't really have the capacity to take on anybody else's fight. So I don't feel bad about it, nothing, right? What I'm saying is this, though, G. When I see people continue to perpetuate white supremacy, especially when those people look like me and they are in positions of authority, I got a problem with that, G. I got a problem with it every time I see it. It fucking bothers me. I expected the fucking white sheriff to come out and say, oh, we know we're investigating. He had a bad day. That shit was wild. But, you know, I expect white men in positions of power to say wild shit. Expect it, right? Fucking president may have caused this shit, right? With the China virus and the Kung flu and Wuhan virus. No, these are quotes from him, G. Read it in the article yesterday.
I know.
That this is what he was on.
Sometimes you got to appreciate the comedy behind that.
It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. This man's the leader of the free world, and he's standing here talking about the Kung flu. You know what I'm saying? Like that's. But the CDC and the World Health Organization came out like, "Hey, you need to stop that because you're going to make these people targets." But he understands that. He's not stupid. He's crazy, but he's not stupid at all. He understood what he was doing. He knew exactly who he was talking to. All of his little minions heard his dog whistles, and now they attacking Asian people. Well, Asian people, y'all should have came up to our aid when they was attacking us. Because what's that old thing say? Right? First they came for this group of people, and I didn't do nothing because it wasn't about me. Then they came for them group of people, and I didn't do nothing because it wasn't about me. Then they came for them group of people, and I didn't do nothing because it was about me. Then they came for me, and it wasn't nobody left to help me. You know what I'm saying? We've dealt with this struggle on our own for a very long time with very, very, very few allies, even the ones that try to show up as such.
And for a very long time, you've reaped the benefits of being the model minority.
Right.
And you've leveraged all of that against our community.
Right.
Right. You come and you rape and you pillage our communities of all our wealth and resources, and you
Right.
go back to wherever you
And you treat us like shit in the process.
You treat us like trash.
In the salon, in the Chinese restaurant, in the beauty supply.
Glass between you and me.
Right.
You know, you cheat us out of our money.
Right.
You cheat us out of our opportunity. You cheat us out of resource. Man,
Right.
good luck, fam.
Yeah, no, I remember going into one of them beauty supply stores on 79th and Cottage, and I was handing out flyers for my summer initiative. And I was just trying to leave some flyers in the store so that the kids over there could know, hey, there's a completely free program, a summer initiative, comprehensive, whatever, 6-week program. Sign up, you good. I just wanted the kids to know that it was there, and the parents should know that it was there. So I'm like, hey, can I leave these here? Dude, like, no. I'm like, okay, cool, right? And then the sister behind me in the line, she like, oh, that ain't right. All he trying to do is leave a free flyers for a free program for some kids. You could let him leave that flyer. I said, sis.
Wasn't it the Asian community that just last year was trying to get a referendum to stop affirmative action because they feel like too many black people was getting into Harvard? Yeah, miss me, homie. Good luck.
Yeah, it's whack.
Miss me.
But I told the lady in the store, I said, sis.
But that's because you're the model minority.
The problem is, right, even though you just saw what he just did, you saw how he don't give a fuck about our kids or our community, you're still about to buy that shit that's in your hand. You're still about to give him your money. And that's all he's here for. So to hell with our kids, the fact that you about to give him your money anyway, that's all that matters. You can talk all this shit. He's here for your money. You're about to give it to him. So, you know, for whatever that's worth, man. But enjoy the rest of your day. You know, because you just saw this shit. But, you know.
So, you know, look, man. Again, I'm indifferent. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, my condolences to the families. You know, I'm not advocating murder, but this has been the black experience since we touched the soil. Whether it be at the hands of the police, whether it be at the hands of the Klan, whether it be at the hands of some mad homeowner who blows some young black child's head off because they rang their doorbell.
Mm-hmm.
These ain't hypothetical stories. All of this has happened.
Yeah, this is real.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You've hung my elders in the middle of the town square and
For all to
created-
see.
Yeah, picnics, right? And this ain't even like, man, you've drugged people's bodies behind cars till they separated their limbs. And this is in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Miss me, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Miss me.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not championing white behaviors.
No, I don't.
But I understand that this is a war, and obviously you all have chosen every side but ours. So from my perspective, it's every man for themselves. This ain't a team, it's Killer Man.
Period.
Whoever comes up with the ball is the winner. I'm indifferent.
Right.
And everybody on this side of the field, from my vantage point,
That's our
should
squad.
also be indifferent.
That's our squad. And the rest of that shit don't have nothing to do with us. But until we understand that in totality and move that way in everything that we do to where we not even in they fucking stores. And so I don't even have to take my ass in there and be like, hey, can I leave these flyers here? Because I know how many fucking black people are going to come into this store. Fuck, it's on the corner of 79th and Stony. Ain't nobody else coming in here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 79th and Cottage. Ain't nobody else coming in here. You know what I'm saying? So, I would like to get to a space where that's not even the place I got to go into the leaf flies because y'all not even fucking here, right? Or y'all can be here, but we're going to starve that business out, right? That it just doesn't make sense. We should all be going to Nidra's spot.
And then let's be clear, right? We kind of confine this conversation to America.
Mm-hmm.
But we can look at the shores of Africa right now today.
Mm-hmm.
They are colonizing Africa as we speak,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's just think about how proximity works,
Mm-hmm.
right? Some African men, some Asian women, some Asian men, some African women are finding interest in each other.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is Google mixed race Asian African babies on the continent of Africa, see how they cheating them babies.
Mm.
Brother, they are the very next valid enemy in line. I could care less.
Everybody's the other team.
Everybody's the other team, but they are playing strong across the globe
Yeah.
to be the biggest competitor.
Yeah.
And they want to do to us exactly what the white man has done to us.
Y'all talking
Now,
about
we have a responsibility in this conversation, and I'm not denying the responsibility because I see the comments talking about, well, why do we shop in our stores? Right? I don't want to say
no, we
that's
shouldn't be in that motherfucker.
I don't want to say that's ignorant, but again, it's proximity, yo. And this is how poverty forces you to move, right? It's how poverty forces you to move. We don't go to Starbucks because that's the best coffee in the world. If you live on 47th or close to 40, on 43rd, you're close to 43rd, you have transportation on 43rd, you can go by the coffee shops that are black owned on 43rd Street and you will see it's not an hour on the day when they aren't populated with customers. We support them and they are there. But there's 8,000 Starbucks in this city. It's proximity. It's not even a conscious choice. I can't, if I'm a downtrodden, if I'm one of the downtrodden,
Yeah.
right? Maybe I don't have access to a vehicle, right? I don't shop at Walgreens because it's comfortable. I mean, because it's where I want to spend my money with Mr. Walgreens. It's comfort. That's what America is.
It's convenient.
It's convenient.
That's why they call
That's
them
what
convenience
America is, right? It's the whole concept. Even when we get to the deep, high-level conversation about mass marketing, why it works, right? Because it keeps feeding you these messages of what you need. You don't need that shit. You don't need none of it. No. But because the assimilation to the mindset of what America breeds, you move through the construct. It's a sickness. It's a sickness across the board. It's a sickness why that white man went into them Asian salons and killed them people because he's sick too. He's suffering under the same sickness. So we all responsive to it.
Fuckers just racist.
We are responsive to it. But at this point in the game, this is not where I say I want to take up some health. This isn't where I dictate where I want to be healthy at. I get it.
Nah. I'm not advocating for that part of it, bro. I'm only saying that I'm disappointed in the black leadership for not calling a spade a spade.
Not me.
You cool with them saying that wasn't a hate crime?
I missed it.
Okay, I get your point, right? And I can even respect you standing on it in that way, right? Even though I disagree. Here's the thing, though. When you talk about how we move in terms of these businesses and whatnot, G, I can't get there with you on that. I can't let us off the hook that easy just by saying it's not an option for us to do it. Because it is, bro. If you go into fucking Starbucks every morning, your ass can move around, okay? I don't know when the last time you've been in Starbucks, but this fucking, they got $10 cups of coffee, okay?
I don't go to Starbucks.
Me neither, but my point is, if you go into fucking Starbucks every day, it ain't just a matter of convenience. Your ass has some mobility to get around if you go to Starbucks every day. So if you can go to Starbucks every day, I tell you all the time, in my neighborhood in South Shore, the Starbucks on 71st and Stony Island, just down 71st Street, there's South Shore Brew. You can fucking go there, right? But motherfuckers go where they want to go. And people are like, well, do they got to, like you asked me if they got a drive-through at South Shore Brew. I'm like, nope, they don't got a drive-through at South Shore Brew. Convenience. Get it? Got it. But again, these are people who are fucking driving. Y'all have mobility to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can choose something else. You don't have to get up and say, I'm going to Starbucks and I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts every day. You don't have to do that, right? You choose to do that, and then you tell yourself that it's the best cup of coffee in the world, and there's no way a nigga can make a cup of coffee like Starbucks can make a cup of coffee. That's cap, okay? And you're telling yourself that because you need to convince yourself that what you're doing isn't detrimental to the movement. It fucking is, and I'm not letting us off the hook by saying they got more on the corner.
I'm with that.
Go to fucking somewhere else.
I'm with that, and I don't want to make excuses for our behaviors because that's not really what I'm here for. You know what I mean? But I think there's a difference between an excuse and a reason. Right.
Agreed.
And sometimes we don't give the just due or the credit to the reason.
Agreed. I use that analogy a lot, mostly in sports, right? If my best player gets hurt, we lost. My best player got hurt. Is it an excuse? I don't know, but it's a reason though for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's why we fucking lost. I get the difference between excuse and reason, but I'm saying I don't know that it applies in this particular scenario when we're talking about the places that we choose to go to. Now, if you're talking about people who literally don't, if you go to the corner store or whatever fucking convenience store on the corner in the hood, and that's literally where you get eggs, meat, milk, bread, all that shit, yeah, you don't have a choice. That's where you walk to because the shit ain't even cheaper in that spot, right? So I get it.
So, and I want to say this too. Let me go back to this comment real quick. I missed it, but Joshua, I can't remember. Joshua Williams is still up there. It says, yep, again, I moved. But it's basically saying we had plenty of options to choose from. We're talking about coffee shops, right? But when you think about the totality of American life and how we leverage, retail industry or industry in general, that's a false statement. We do not have plenty of options.
Relative to the other options. So even if we're talking about the beauty supply stores, right? And I'm saying we don't got to go to these beauty supply stores. We can go to Solo Beauty. And then Josh said there's one on 83rd and Racine. And then Africa said there's one on 95th and Ashland, black-owned spots that we can hit, right? And yeah, how many beauty supply stores will I pass between 83rd and Cottage where Solo Beauty is at and 83rd and Racine or 95th and Ashland? I'll pass a whole bunch of them motherfuckers. But I'm saying do the shit.
And that's great. And I'm with it, right? We could talk about beauty salons. We could talk about coffee. We can go down the line. We could also say, man, there's 8 black grocery stores in the entirety of this country.
Real spill.
You know what I'm saying?
Real spill.
If I'm in Chicago and I got to drive to Detroit to go get groceries, you know what I'm saying? I don't want us to create this falsehood. That's why I always bring forth the conversation of data.
R.O. Double just made a good point about when Killer Mike tried to spend all black. He could not do it.
You can't do it.
Couldn't do it. He was sleeping on park benches.
It's a mythical construct.
Right.
We don't own. We don't have the data alone of saying to be in the top 1% of black wealth income earners is 120,000. Family, we're not in the game. I.e., why we go back to the model citizen conversation, right? Because they benefit. They yield those resources. Then they go to where we are achieving some levels of success, right? And I'm not an advocate of Harvard, right? To the James Baldwin point, I think the Ivy League destroys more niggas than cheap wine.
Okay.
You understand? That's my personal opinion. But for you to have the audacity to draw the board and say, man, these Negroes,
It's not disrespect Bone Farmers or Mad Dog 2020. They don't have nothing to do with it. I'm just playing.
You know what I'm saying? I'm disrespecting them all. But the audacity of you, fam. And then the audacity of you to think I'm going to come to your aid. And the audacity of those of us who have. Miss me, bruh.
Agreed. I'm not
Whether it be Keisha Lance Bottoms
I'm not coming
or
to
Lil
their aid.
Juju from 63rd.
Yeah.
Miss me, bruh.
Yeah.
I missed it. What happened?
But I'm saying
That's what will be my whole response. What happened?
yeah, but I'm saying they ain't even
Jesus.
coming to the aid of the Asian people who got killed. They're coming to the aid of the white man who killed them. That's my problem.
I'm saying I'm indifferent to the whole construct.
I'm not indifferent to that part.
I'm
pissed about.
Until the victim's name is Leroy, then I'll be engaged again.
The victim's name is most often Leroy or Keisha.
If it's Latasha or Leroy, we can talk about it. Other than that, what happened? Oops, I missed it.
I hear you on that piece. It's the other piece that I'm pissed about. That is the piece that I'm mad about. That other thing. Where you got black people in positions of power aiding and abetting this white man in his murderous rage. Because that's what you're doing, right? All of that shit is going to have a factor in how this case plays out. Whether or not it's a hate crime will play a role in how this case plays out. And when I hear 2 black women, 2 of the most powerful black women in this country say, I don't know that it was a hate crime. To me, that's bullshit. You do know that it was a hate crime.
What Kang say? The audacity of nope.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope, missed it.
Didn't see it. What happened? Hey, wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. All right.
Hey, it wasn't me.
I looked you right in your face. Hey,
Wasn't me.
wasn't me. Maybe it wasn't you. Oh, shout out to Eddie Murphy for being so freaking awesome.
Nope, wasn't me.
Wasn't me. I looked you right in your face. Hey, wasn't me. Listen, we're gonna take a break. When we come back from break, let's move into this money conversation. You talk about to be in the top 1% of black earners in America. All it takes is $120,000, and we know that ain't even no fucking real money, right? But that's our top 1%. Also in that top 1%, the wealthiest black man in the history of America. His name is Kanye West. He happens to be from the South Side of Chicago, and his estimated net worth is now $6.6 billion. When I have that conversation on the other side of the break, this is I Said What I Said. Herb and 2 till 6. We'll be right back.
WIIFTBPM.
Welcome to Inhale, Exhale, you guys. We are your health home girls, Dr. Tanks Lee and Danny Time. We are being joined today by a guest, Samantha Allen, who's going to work with us today about attachment styles.
The overview of attachment styles is basically how we connect with people, how we have relationships. And I just want to clear up, it's not just about romantic relationships with your family, with your friends, how you host relationships, period. It's important to look at yourself and figure out what am I contributing to the relationship, or why am I attracting this style of a relationship. So all the attachment styles develop from your caregiving style. They say that from 0 to 5, you have already developed your attachment style. If you had a secure attachment style, your parents were very in tune with your moods, in tune with your behavior. They kind of soothe you when you cry. For secure, you grow up to be more communicative. You have good communication style. You feel positive about yourself and about others. You just have a healthier, you're able to set healthy boundaries, so on and so forth. And that just comes from the love, attention, and caregiving that you were given as a child, which usually develops a secure attachment style.
So on that note, with healing these things and changing your attachment style, we're reprogramming
Chicago
ourselves.
Legal Network is the collaboration of attorneys that concentrate in many areas of the law most needed in Chicago neighborhoods. The CLN lawyers focus on personal injury, criminal defense, and other issues. The CLN lawyers all average over 20 years of legal experience and are dedicated to helping the Chicago community. The Chicago Legal Network is committed to developing black lawyers through mentorship and co-representation. So if you were injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or injured on the job, or you need assistance with criminal defense, including driving violations and DUI, check out ChicagoLegalNetwork.com for more information, or call 773-912-3545. 773-912-3545.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
Tune in to Parenting in a Pandemic, powered by the Chicagoland Mom Squad, every Thursday at noon, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All day. Check it out. See, while you was on the corner trying to scrape up pack money, I was driving 80 stack trucks off rap money. I'm back money. If you want it, come to the hundreds and ask for me. Meet them OGs that'll blast for me. I'm right here. Ill Adidas, $400 jeans on me. Itchy with no safety, a loaded magazine on me. Southside, that's as wild as it gets. And no, I never sold crack. That's some house nigga shit. I'm not judging, but every man that's a man gotta stand by his principles, and I'm not budging. That's Mickey. You can take it how you want, but you can never be me. You can fake it how you want. I spit that uncut raw. You can bake it how you want. Break it down any way you like. You get the same result. Get in tune. The elephant in the room has now assumed pole position. Boom. Whoa. BJ, get him. Come on. Reporting live
Not from the gutter where that butter get gorillas jobs. That's why we call it work. The same work will get a nigga robbed. I throw my dice against the concrete. If the bitches pass, see you later. Grab my paper, tell her they to kiss my ass. This the jungle, baby, I'm a lion. Try me, I'll be firing. The same banger saved Private Ryan. You the prey, you survive and hide. Better pray that them vultures and them rovers don't go flying by them. The mother niggas just so-so. How Linda birth a nigga this hot in the cold go? I went from 20-inch assassins on that Osmo to the pretty 760 sitting low on them bozos. Those are big shoes, you motherfuckers is so slow. Get caught without your heat in these streets is a no-no. Baby need Pampers, daddy need that photo. It's bread or nothing, big old niggas, you see the logo.
And we are back live from inside the What's in It for the Black People Media Studios alongside Toussaint Werner. My name is Howard. This is I Said What I Said. It is intellectual thuggery at its absolute finest. Thank y'all so very, very much for choosing to be a part of the conversation. We appreciate you all. Whether you are watching on Facebook, watching on YouTube, we appreciate y'all. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. We understand that y'all could literally be doing anything else or absolutely nothing. The fact that y'all are here rocking with us, something that we don't take for granted. And we want you to know that we appreciate it. Thank you all so very, very much for continuing to add your valuable perspective to the conversation. Two, your mans.
That's your mans.
That's your man.
That's your mans.
That's your mans. Listen, I ain't mad at Ye. You know, he do some shit that I be like, what the fuck is wrong with Ye? And mostly just the Oval Office MAGA head hugging on Trump shit. You know, slavery was a choice shit. That meets the ear harshly. But if you sit down and hear the reason, I think you'll arrive at a conclusion.
Stupid reason.
No, I think
it's actually logical in my mind.
In any scenario, you have at least two options. In any situation, you have at least two options. That's true. Including in slavery.
Matter of fact, in your in your Constitution, the American Constitution, it says the same thing. It says, "Give me liberty."
Or give me death. Those are your options.
Yeah, but in the sense that
free me or kill me. Fuck you.
It was a concept. So even though you have a choice, you're still born into it. It's like you're born a slave, regardless if you decided to be born a slave or not.
Agree, my G. Agree.
So you once you have no.
No.
You are able.
You never born a slave, bro.
What about the people who were
he
literally,
said he was born into slavery.
What about the people who were literally born on those slave plantations?
They were born into slavery.
They were literally born as slaves.
No, he wasn't born a
slave. They were born
bro.
into slavery.
It's a false construct, bro. You can still choose. You could choose.
You might not like the choice.
The moment you become conscious of everything, and because you saying born into, you're a baby, you're not making your own choices. But the moment you have a conscious choice, you could choose something different.
Every day.
Give me liberty.
There's a choice.
Or give me death.
Other people made the other choice. You understand that?
But at that point, you will be making a choice to no longer go by that construct.
Give me liberty or give me death.
Ryan, listen to me, bro. Other people chose the other option, okay? I'm talking about from jump. Other people didn't make it off the shores of West Africa because they was like, no, fuck you.
I ain't going.
I'm not going. Kill him dead.
You want to do this right
here.
Cool.
Yeah,
it's just like being in the street.
Choice.
It's just like being in the street.
Listen,
when the dude say, I'm finna go get my gun. No, you not. Whatever's finna happen right here.
You always have two choices. In any situation, however dire those choices may be, you may not like either one of them. But every morning that each person that was enslaved woke up, and I'm not saying they made a bad choice or none of that shit. I wouldn't be here if they didn't make the choices they made. Nothing but honor and respect for those people. Strongest people to ever walk the face of the planet, in my personal opinion, right? That being said, every morning they had a choice. When that sun comes up, get your ass in the field and work until that sun comes down, or I'm going to beat the fuck out of you or kill you. That is a choice, though. Anytime there's an or, that means a choice. This or that. That means you have a choice. Now, if you choose to go to the field every day, I respect it. I salute it. Survive. I understand. But still to this day, all we do, and we hang our head on it. We are so proud of our ability to survive. We are the greatest survivors this planet has ever seen. We survive under circumstances and conditions that almost any other group of people would have long since perished over, right? But when are we going to decide to stop just surviving within this bullshit ass system and saying, fuck that, I'm killing massa. I'm not going to the field today, okay? Kiss my ass. I'm coming in that house and I'm killing your dumb ass. We are the strongest people out in here. It's way more of us than it is of y'all. We come in that house and we killing you motherfuckers. Okay? It's a choice is what I'm saying. White people, right, made that choice on January 6th. Okay? We running in y'all motherfucking house and we killing y'all ass. Okay? Because we not taking this shit. There's always a choice. That's the point that Ye was making. Ye speaks in ways that meets people's ear harshly. I understand it. But a little bit of critical thinking, you arrive at the concept of there's always at least two choices, even for enslaved people, however dire those choices may be. All right, give me liberty or give me death. That being said, Kanye's estimated net worth is now at $6.6 billion, right? Large part because of his Yeezy brand and also because of the deal that he inked with Gap. I see it all over the timeline. I see it all up and down the timeline. Everybody's, oh, yay, I'm so proud of you. Yay, I'm so proud of you. Yeah. Whatever. Cool. I'm pretty indifferent about that. Okay? You indifferent about Keisha Bottoms and Kamala Harris backing this white dude. I'm indifferent about how much money they got. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Good for you, yay. What does that mean for the collective? I don't fucking know, right? I know it's 3,000 black people that worked in his choir last year that's suing him right now. You know what I'm saying they work for free. I'm not saying that happened. I don't have no, you know what I'm saying, dog in that fight either, right? But I don't know what the collective hooray is about here. You know what I'm saying? Salute it, respect it, do your thing, my man. What does that mean for us? Probably fucking nothing. And you know, that's just what it is. Where do you come in on not only the fact that he has earned a net worth of $6.6 billion, and where do you come in on the black community specifically responding to it? Right? Right?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Right? I just don't care. Yeezys, Gap.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yeezys are owned by Adidas.
Mm-hmm.
Gap is Gap.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know, salute. It was a great business deal, a great business venture that serves him and his. And I you know, great. Right? But it's not great. Let me stop that. It's not great.
Come on, say how you feel it, my G.
It's not great for anyone to be a billionaire. It's not great for anyone to be a billionaire.
Say how you feel it.
The wealth disparities in this country are outrageous, and we keep championing them, and we are at the bottom of the totem pole. 10% of all Americans make $100,000, bro. That's not black people. That's all of America, right?
Mm-hmm.
While the expenses or the cost that it takes to survive America far exceed $100,000 to be comfortable, right? They far exceed it. And we keep clapping that they keep stealing more wealth, right? It's not something we should champion. It's not. And this ain't about Yeezy. It's not about Yeezy. It's about the mindset behind the idea that is something to be celebrated. It is not. They are stealing, right? It's what the fuck? A gym shoe? Is that innovative to the culture of humanity? Gap jeans? Is that innovative to? How does that benefit the culture of humanity? Why should that shit be worth X amount of billions of dollars?
Because people consume it at that rate.
Because we're fucking sick. And we're sick, and we keep championing the sickness. Like, yeah, I got cancer again. Who up cold as shit?
Can't nobody catch that cancer like me.
Can't nobody catch cancer like me, goddammit. I can't wait till I get cancer. I want the real cancer this time. Gee, this shit is sick, bro. But we don't understand it as such. But that's why we need to dig deeper into the data, into the math. We clap every fucking day when somebody, specifically when somebody from our demographic becomes uber wealthy, right? And a lot of times I think that's a falsehood. Like, we don't even really give a shit about them being uber wealthy. It's about who becomes uber wealthy. And then it's a very, very, very niche, specific designated who. It's the who that they can parade out in front of us on television without us doing any research. Because I just broke down the shit last week of the 15 black billionaires there are in the world.
Right.
And of the vast majority of those billionaires, they're not American. And of the vast majority of those billionaires, they're not in entertainment.
Right.
Right? But you can't name none of them other people. And they had the vast majority of the wealth.
Yeah.
So it's not the wealth that
overwhelming
you're championing.
majority.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the wealth that you're championing. Right? Even when we said at that present time, Kanye had more money than Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
And he has way more money than Jay-Z today.
Mm-hmm.
But in the lexicon specifically of our community, we never look at Ye as more financially successful than Jay. Because you're not doing any research on the measures that took them to get there. Because if you were, you know he had more money than Jay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But you don't do that. And when you think about the people that we can talk about, the people that we can reference that are millionaires, all they sold was imagery, not innovation. The ones that we can name.
Sure.
Right? So what value are you bringing to humanity?
I don't know. I think that what happens most often, right, for those who are able to ascend the economic ladder in that way, again, we create a narrative for ourselves that allows us to be comfortable with how we move. And I don't care if you are a 2-bit weed seller on the corner or if you sell $500 gym shoes, right? We create a narrative for ourselves that says, okay, I can do more for me and mine if I am at this level. The issue is then becomes, do we see the more for me and mine coming, right? Have we seen that on the large scale? Until it was a big story, about paying off the college debts and tuitions last year.
You couldn't name dude.
No.
You don't know who dude is?
No.
To this day, you can't name him outside of just giving him Morehouse money. You still don't know what he did to get that money.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying before that even, you never really heard of any type of large-scale movements to, rising tide rates all ship type shit. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't really happen. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen, Oprah and Jordan, and I'm not even a person who puts that responsibility solely at the feet of those who have the most money. Because I think that either you move that way as a person or you don't. And so if you like, yeah, he got $6 billion, he should take $1 billion and build such and such on Chicago. Well, okay, you got $100. Did you take $6 and do any motherfucking thing? Feed the shorty that live next door to you?
We also got to recognize this. Like, we have this
either you move that way or you don't.
Misguided perception that we think business happens vertically.
Okay.
Right?
Nah.
Think about how we all move. Just in our demographic, the people that you can actually touch, the people you can actually talk to, the people you actually reach.
Sure.
Right? When they go to network, when they try to network, when they engage in networking, oftentimes they deem success as a vertical network. If I can reach this guy in this position and pitch him, I'm a win.
Right.
You're not.
Right.
I'm serious.
No, for sure.
Right? Because this guy that's in this vertical position is already over you.
Right.
He doesn't need you. So what he will do is he'll leverage you. Right. He'll use you. He'll take your access. He'll take your product.
To advance himself further.
Right. Networking, business, partnership, wealth builds horizontally, which is always why I said wealth can't build a community can build wealth. It's horizontal, not vertical. Right? If Kanye is the wealthiest black man in America of all times, who's his horizontal integration? Who can he do business with?
Yeah.
Who's in his network? Who's in his peer group?
Not
no
us.
one else. No one else.
Right.
There's no one there.
Not us. But, I mean, that's why Jay-Z has spent his career highlighting his pursuit of whoever is in front of him on the economic ladder, right? I kill shit till I catch Will Smith, then I'm running Spielberg down. You know what I'm saying? Like, my found hole, we got some victims to catch, so in a couple years, baby, I'm going to bring you some nets. You know what I'm saying? Like always just talking about, okay, I done ran down this person. I'm on, you know what I'm saying?
But even thinking just following Jay's lineage,
Mm-hmm.
it's a vertical move. Me and Dane,
Mm-hmm.
we was in Harlem and in Brooklyn and connected horizontally. Now, I want you to think about this. Puff was Puff when they was connected on the streets.
Right.
You never saw Puff engaging with Jay.
No.
As Jay ascended through the ranks and was neck and neck with Puff.
Now I gotta take him serious.
It ain't now I take you serious. Now we're horizontally aligned.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now we can communicate.
Right.
Now we can be seen. Now, they look like best fucking friends.
Yeah.
But he was in the same room for 10 years prior and you never saw him communicate.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
We weren't on the same level yet.
It's horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
It's all horizontal. And I'm just saying because this is a visible representation of what we deem as success.
Mm-hmm.
It's horizontal. It's always horizontal. Right? You look to the next 100 people in your circle.
Mm-hmm.
They 5, 4 ticks above you or below you. They're not far away from you, and you're not far. I don't care what lie you telling yourself.
Yeah, it's cap.
It's cap. It's horizontal. It's not vertical, bro. So on the day that we celebrate Ye making $6.6 billion, we'll be like, go Ye, go. Here's the article that the Crusader puts out today. Nearly 13,000 homes in Black wards are in jeopardy of being bought.
Right.
Nearly 13,000 homes in Chicago's Black wards are delinquent on their property taxes payments and are in jeopardy of being sold during a tax sale, according to the Crusader analysis of data from Cook County Treasurer's Office.
Right.
Property taxes on those homes have not been paid since 2018 and are at risk of being bought by new buyers. Mm-hmm. If I was a betting man, the average property tax on each one of them homes?
Not a lot.
I'm not going to say not a lot because a lot is relative.
I mean, relative. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, relative.
It's not, right?
If I don't got nothing, $10 is a lot.
It's a lot.
Relatively
right?
speaking, I mean.
So, but relatively speaking, I'm going to say 2018, let's say, I don't know, $8,000, $10,000, right? Which is a drop in the bucket for anybody. I don't want to say anybody.
Anybody that has $6.6 billion?
I don't want to say anybody. I don't want to say anybody.
Or
Right?
collective group of people.
Here's our median net worth. $1,700.
Right.
That's our median.
Right.
So there's 50% of us that's way below 17. And it's 1,700 minus the family car. You take away this family car, you might be negative 600 or something like that. That's our median net worth in totality. Right? You're about to lose. We just talked about the homeless population. These 13,000 black folks finna lose. They in Kanye's hometown, and he got $6.6 billion.
Be clear, that's 13,000 homes.
Yeah,
right.
No,
That's
how
probably
many- no telling how many
100,000
residents.
people. Okay,
because we ate to a crib. Don't front.
keep it a buck. I tell you all the time how many people lived in my house.
Yeah,
growing up.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
we are suffering immense poverty, and the sickness keeps forcing us to celebrate outrageously.
And the person I grew up with that can tell you they was at home alone.
No,
I don't ever remember being at home alone.
Yeah, privacy. Is,
Not after I was like 12.
Yeah.
Or before that shit. My cousins, my brother, like somebody was always, I don't never remember being at the crib just alone. That was, I don't, like in my whole life, I don't think that ever happened growing up. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, man. But that's the conversation that we was having yesterday. Me and Ron was talking about this, you know, how people introduce themselves and how they immediately want to evaluate you and assess your value of whether or not y'all worthy of a conversation.
Real quick before we go further, the total cost of the delinquent property tax bills in Black Ward specific
among 13,000 properties is
13,000 properties, right? Is roughly $19 million.
Okay, so let's do the math.
Right. Now, Hispanic wards, $5 million. White wards, $6 million.
You said 19 million?
19 million.
And you said 13,000.
13,000 homes.
$1,500
a piece. That's how you broke that down.
1,500. Right. That's the amount of money that will bankrupt almost every black person in Chicago.
And be clear, because we at the bottom of the totem pole, $1,500 could suffocate us. Right? And it's not just $1,500 once you lose. Right? Because it's not just you could get this $1,500 and get your career back.
Right.
You at a $1,500 deficit just in your house. And if you're not paying it, you probably had a deficit in a whole lot of other places.
Yeah, but we understand that.
Right.
How often do we say that most black families in this country are not equipped to withstand a unexpected $500 expense?
All right. That's true. But then you're gonna be homeless. And that's a whole nother demon.
Yeah. Now we in the streets. Now we hustling. Now we scraping, scratching, clawing.
You can't pay $1,500. You ain't got no credit.
No. Certainly not after you lose the crib, you don't. You know
Before you lost the crib, because if you did,
clearly,
you pay the $1,500.
I'm just saying though. You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is. But you know, going back to your point about the horizontal nature in which we relate economically, that is why people come up to you and they say, "Hey, what's your name? My name Herb. Herb, what you do?" Fuck you, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to decide, are we on the same horizontal plane for us to be in conversation? And I say, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. That's the conversation that we was having yesterday. That is why people do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's whack as hell. And, you know, it will continue until our value set is properly aligned with where it should be. I don't really see us moving in that direction, but, you know, ideally, that is where we need to be trying to get to.
Yeah, man. Cherie's right. She just said the numbers is depressing as fuck. The reality is depressing as fuck. Our reality is depressing as fuck.
Yeah,
and that's
then
right, and that's why we align ourselves with the aspiration, right? Because it's like television, the possibility, right? It's Obama. It's the audacity of hope. We love a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Right? That's why Disney's so goddamn successful. Right? Think about that. Disney, cartoons.
Same story, every movie.
Essentially shape your relationship views on life. I'm a princess. I'm supposed to be swept off my feet.
Right. Some prince, come bring me all this shit.
Something, bro. Since we was talking slavery, right?
Come on.
Them women was dropping babies in the fields and didn't stop picking cotton.
Okay.
What planet, what paradigm have you seen women being swept off their feet? Except for Meghan Markle, when she was getting called a nigga by the prince's mama. That's her fairy tale.
And let you tell it by the prince himself in their bedroom.
Probably so. You're my nigga concubine. Probably so. Right? Because they are the bastion of white supremacy. You know what I mean? But that's why you could sell that. That's why that wedding gets that many ratings. That's why we talk about it, because it is the idea. We're hook, line, and sinker trapped in the goddamn TV show. This is the Truman Show. Right? This is the Truman Show. The theater is so goddamn alluring that the reality is false.
Yeah. Like, we choose to be stuck in a construct. And I understand, I completely understand why we choose to be there. Right? I understand how indoctrination works, and I understand how we've been taught this shit, and I understand how daunting of a task it is to turn that thing around, right? Some people make an analogy that it would be easier to turn around an oil tanker in a puddle of water, right? I understand what the issue is. But at some point, you have to realize that this thing that we're pursuing, and this way that we're going about it, that is never, ever, ever going to yield us positive results as a collective. And that's why I open every show with, I want you to find some individual solutions, but more importantly, we need to find some collective solutions, right? And so kudos to Jay, Ye, whomever for their individual solutions to their issues. Means very little for the collective. And I think that is more important. And so we as a collective must have to stop saying, okay, let me see how I can get to my 6.6, because the chances of you doing that are slim to none, and none just slammed the fucking door shut and left.
But even with 6.6.
I mean, slim.
Even with 6.6. Darren Chauvin can still put his knee on your neck.
Facts.
You can't buy your freedom, bro.
Facts. So what I'm saying is you can't beat that shit.
I'm not putting this on Ye. Be clear. I don't want this to
I'm not mad at Ye at all.
Ye.
I opened the conversation. I'm not mad at Ye.
I don't want this to be put on Ye. But that's not freedom.
He owes nobody an apology for the fact that he's worth $6.6 billion.
That's not freedom.
It's not.
The real freedom is letting go of the construct.
Mm-hmm.
Right? What did Jesus say? Mythical Sky Daddy is so many people believe in. So many people buy into the stories.
Brought you your computer back today?
Mythical Sky Daddy said, what's for Caesar's for Caesar.
Mm.
I mean, shit to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit to me. I gave away all of my worldly possessions. That don't mean shit to me.
Right. But when you say that as a person, right, in 2021, as a person in America, you be like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck about that shit. That doesn't move me that way. It is not going to motivate me to do some fuck shit. It's not going to motivate me to do something I don't even enjoy, right? I'm not on that. People like, you lying. No, the fuck, I'm not lying, right? I understand the things that I deem valuable. And that, again, that is not at all to say that I don't like nice shit. I rock J's as much as anybody else rocks J's. I like the vehicle I drive. I like the place that I live. I do fun shit sometimes. Like, I'm not saying that at all. I'm talking about the relationship that we have to it and the value that we place on it versus the value that we place on people, specifically our own fucking people in our own communities. And for whatever reason, we can't understand that we're not going to win this game. This shit is not going to work out for you over here. Just pivot and do this thing over here, right? Build some fucking community, have value in other things other than the fucking money. And you can still rock J's, fam. Nobody's telling you you can't, right? But the relationship that we have to it is a fucking problem. We have to just, you ever seen that fucking meme where it's a dude on a bus? It's like every day the meme says like every day you have a choice to choose happiness or not, right? And on one side of this bus, it's despair and it's dark and it's barren and it's desolate. And he's just staring there. He's looking out the window, sad as fuck. And on the other side of the bus, it's bright, it's sunny, it's full of life. You know what I'm saying? It's like every day you have a choice here. You know what I'm saying? Playing the game the way we're gonna play it, you're gonna continue to find yourself looking at desolation and all kind of other shit. There's other things you can go another way. And I mean as a collective, right? I'm not talking about as an individual who can, change their physical circumstances. I mean, as a collective, we all gotta fucking be like, nah, this shit is trash.
We gotta separate ourselves from the construct, though.
Exactly.
Right, in totality, right? So I was having a private conversation the other day. And we talking, and you know how it is when we get together and we talk just amongst the guys. Man, I'm trying to get this bread. I'm trying to get, that's a very popular conversation when it's just the guys. Matter of fact, there's pretty much only two conversations when it's the guys. Women and money.
Bread and box.
Bread and box.
The bread box.
The bread box. Right?
Somebody needs a podcast called The Bread Box.
Bread box. So that's ours. We're gonna keep that.
Niggas will watch that forever.
The bread box. Right? But even with that, G, I was in the conversation and I'm in the conversation. So I'm aligning myself with the thought process. Man, I gotta get the bread to do. I gotta get it just comes out, it just flows naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stopped. I said, you know what, I gotta stop. I gotta consciously stop saying I gotta get to this bread. I gotta get to this money.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get to this resource.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get to this resource. Bread is a false construct.
Yeah.
The people who got the bread, they got the bread because they got some resource. They own some resource. They have access to some resource.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even value the damn resource. Gee, we live in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
The second longest coastline in all of America.
Yeah.
When the weather gets hot, from 35th to wherever the lake shore stops.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas ain't out there.
Mm-hmm.
I got a private lake every summer.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny,
Niggas
but
ain't
it's
there.
just real shit.
That's real.
Right? You cross North Avenue, your ass can't walk 3 feet without
Shoulder to
bumping
shoulder.
into somebody.
That's the playpen, though.
But see, they have an appreciation for the resource. This is the fucking source of life.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want no parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
But we sitting at home in front of the dumb tube, the dummy box.
Because we steady trying to figure out how we can pursue. I'm not going unless I got a boat like they got. Fam. Like, tap into the real shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll find yourself in those kinds of spaces. But that's not what we deem valuable. We sat here and talked to Mary the other day, and Mary's intelligent, well thought, lots of good ideas. But the conversation came up about, we were talking about, how we can do other things and not fall into these constructs. And she said, well, babies need Pampers. And immediately we both was like, no, they don't. They need a clean ass. Okay? They don't need Pampers, right? And smart as she is, she was like, damn, y'all right. Like, but that's how we all are, right? Even a small thing like that, we can't even think what else could we do other than give Huggies all of my fucking money for their overpriced ass, disposable, one-time throwaway ass Pampers. What else could I do? My baby doesn't need Huggies. My baby needs to not have a rash, okay? That's it. There are other ways to do the shit. But we told this is the way to do it. It's the marketing and shit that you always talk about. It's got to be Huggies, Pampers, whatever the fuck brand you want to pick, right? That's what you need. And so we believe it so, like, fully that we don't even fathom a concept of being able to do something else when my baby uses the bathroom. Like, that shit is wild, man. And it goes to show you how well marketing advertising works. Masterfully. Mm-hmm. It works very, very well. And so, you know, I'm not even mad at us, really, G. It becomes, like, I don't even have the space to be mad at us like that. It becomes disappointing. Like, eventually, we got to be like, yo, this shit ain't where it's at. It's another thing we got to be fucking doing, G. Because to believe otherwise would be to believe that somehow we are just incapable of ascending to the heights that white folks are able to ascend to in this country. Right? We just, as a collective, we're incapable of doing that. And it's like, no, the fuck we aren't. We brilliant as hell.
But see, here's the thing, though. It's not that we incapable.
No, I know that.
What white folks have mastered is the art of repackaging.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They stole your value sets.
Mm-hmm.
They stole your God.
Mm-hmm.
They stole your identity.
Mm-hmm.
And then told you.
Stole your name?
Then told you to aspire to their identity, which they stole from you.
Yes.
Right? But because we don't get to the root of the conversation,
Can you dig
because
that?
we don't do the research, because we don't explore, because we can't sit quiet,
Can you
because
dig
we
that?
up against the paradigm of poverty, we can't invest, and we don't know.
Can you dig that?
So we chasing an idea that we created.
You get a Kim Kardashian, who is now the fucking prototype for what a woman's body should look like, when all she did was take some money to go look like the bodies that our women have always fucking had. And then we like, yo, look what she got. I'm gonna go buy that shit too. Like, wait, what? Like, how did that fucking happen? How you get tricked out your own body like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, she wanted a black woman's body.
That's how
she bought it, and now black women are buying her body?
That's how powerful imaging and messaging is.
Holy fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is a mind fuck of the highest level, G.
Man, but you gotta let go. Or not.
Or not.
Right?
But just
or
keep
not,
it a buck with what you're
creates
doing.
a continual paradigm of suffrage. It does, G.
I'm right there with you.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
I said 10% of the American population don't make $100 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I know a bunch of people that make $100 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Let me not say a bunch. Right? But shit happens horizontally.
Right. Right.
Right? So just so happens in my sect.
Right.
This is the horizontal space I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The motherfuckers are suffering, bro.
Cause
Right? I got 2 cars.
Right.
I got running water.
Right.
I got 3 bathrooms in my home.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I got a rental property.
Right.
My children go to private school. Now, from one perspective, someone would look at that and say, man, too sad. But from the seat I sit in, I say, man, I'm poor as shit.
Okay.
I'm poor as shit.
Mm-hmm.
In regards to the definitive of what wealth is in this country.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But then there's another perspective that too has too. I'm the wealthiest man on this planet. Because this shit, I don't value this shit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What I value is the love I got from my family, the love I got from my friends, right? The love I have for myself.
Mm-hmm.
None of that other shit has made me or broken me ever in life.
Never.
right? I work for myself. So back to this God construct. I created all this shit from my mind. And I could do it again and again and again and again.
Right.
In my mind.
Right.
Right? So what's valuable is my motherfucking mind, not these things.
Right. And our minds are sick.
Right.
As a collective right now.
We sick, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. And you say all the time, what do you say? No semblance of health can be found in an insane society, right? So as we try to continue to assimilate further and further into the very thing that is causing us to be ill, how the fuck do we find health there? That ain't where it's at, fam. It has to be somewhere else. It has to be somewhere else. And that is why we have this fucking conversation that we call I Said What I Said. Because we got to understand that this shit is something else. It's something else. It's not the constant fucking pursuit of the bag. And again, you just ran down a list of shit, you know what I'm saying, that you own. Nothing fucking wrong with that, right? Like, everybody's got their list of shit. Good. But the way you relate to it and the way that it causes you to or not to relate to the other people that should be on your team, therein lies the problem. Therein lies the problem. We have to fix that fucking problem. Two, have you seen the video of...
Before we go there, just to talk about our sickness. It's some like writing over this, but the United Negro College Fund elects first ever African American chair of the board in its nearly 77-year history.
Talked about it yesterday, and that's all I read. I had the whole article, didn't need to read the article. Just the headline is enough for me. Just the headline was all I needed to read. The United Negro College Fund, okay? The United Negro College Fund just elected for the first time in its 77-year history an African-American chair of the board. I saw that shit yesterday. I almost fell out my motherfucking chair, dog. Like, that is unbelievable to me.
We are
and RO
insane, bro.
I think RO Double had posted it or something, and I was like, wow. And she's messaging me back. She said, bro, you surprised? And I'm like, yeah, G, that one surprises me. Like, there's a lot of shit that don't surprise me in this country, but that one surprises me. Like, that, I guess it shouldn't, but yeah, that one right there surprises the fuck out of me. That blew my mind when I saw it, bro.
That's wild, bro.
We don't control shit.
Nothing.
Okay? We give white folks control over everything we fucking do, even if our name is on it, even if it is about sending our kids to college, allegedly.
Shout out to Alvin, man. He just said that he was quoting, it's no measure health to fully assimilate into
an insane society.
And that's really the goal, right? It's no measure health, brother. You just getting sicker and sicker.
You're getting ill out
You
here.
got to let go. Even to the conversation of reparations, I always say it's not going to save us.
Right.
It's not going to heal us. It just anchors us into getting up out of the survival mode so we can deal with our healing.
This provides us an opportunity to sustain for a minute. You know what I mean? Yeah, that blew my mind yesterday when I saw it, G, for real. That really blew my mind, man. Like,
United Negro College Fund.
77-year history. Never had a black chair of the board for the United Negro College Fund. I couldn't fucking believe it, G. Like, and I was saying this yesterday. Like, I'm past the point of I try to catch myself when I say, "Oh, that's unbelievable," right? Because very few things that happens to black people in this country in terms of the racial construct is unbelievable to me at this point. But that right there, unbelievable, because it goes how power over our shit we always give into white folks. Same thing, because I referenced the fact that Swiss and Timbo sold Versus to Triller for $400 million. What you think Versus is gonna look like now? And then we're gonna complain, right? No, we gave that shit away. I was saying Anita Baker. She's going through this thing now. She's like, don't listen to my music. She's trying to use the Dave Chappelle playbook that he used against Comedy Central for the Chappelle show. She's saying, don't buy my music until they give me my masters. What happened to your masters? Well, 30 years ago, I sold them. Oh. Okay. And now what? You want the white people to give it back? Is that what you're saying? Like, why would they do that?
School is expensive. School is expensive. There's a cost attached to learning, right? Freedom ain't free. That's what that means. School is expensive, right? And right now, all of us as a group, as a culture, as a people, we're paying a debt for being behind the curve, right? But we're chasing the false idea in the first place. We're paying a debt that we don't own. We don't own it.
Nah.
Right? And when you finally get paid up, you're not healed. Right? Again, man, it goes back to when I told you I had that conversation with the kids at Diet.
Yeah.
What makes y'all happy? Things, essentially, is what they said.
Adults, too.
Right? Money. Money makes me happy. So you always, the question that children ask, why? Right? We usually get irritated with that question.
We beat that out of them early.
Yeah.
Because I said so.
But when you get to the core of the whys, you end up stumped.
Why is the best question on this?
Because you really can't explain it. It's no explanation.
Which is why you say, because I said so.
Right. So when the shorty said, I want to get money, I said, okay, that's cool. Why? So I could buy stuff. Why? Because buying stuff makes me happy. Why?
Why does stuff make you happy?
See, when you get to that last why right there, you got to confront the truth. And the truth is because that shit makes me feel valuable. Because internally, I don't feel valuable.
Right. Strip me naked, I don't feel valuable.
I don't feel valuable. So instead of chasing love, I'm chasing things to supplement the love that I'm missing out on. Jesus is love, God is love. The Bible is a parable of the suffrage of the human spirit. Right? And you're going to suffer. That's what the Bible tells you. This is the whole story of Jesus. He hung at the cross and he was resurrected. He suffered till he didn't suffer no more.
Absolutely.
You got to choose not to suffer. And every choice that we seem to make is championing the suffrage. Let go, bro.
Let go of that shit, man. And even if it leaves you cast out of society, right? Shout out to Pastor Moss over at Trinity. He makes this, I'm sure other pastors do too, but fuck, I go to Trinity. So Pastor Moss says this all the time, that he says that we don't know if Mary is in heaven. We don't know if none of the disciples are in heaven, right? We don't know if any of these people in the Bible are in heaven. But we know there's a thug in heaven. And it is the dude who is hung on the cross next to Jesus, who, while the other dude is mocking him, talking shit, he like, hey, man, that's Jesus. You need to stop playing with him, right? He like, man, I'm sorry. I know I was out here stealing and shit, but my bad. And Jesus like, hey, it's cool. You're going to be with me in heaven. Only person we know for sure is with Jesus, right? And this is a dude who was...
Wait, let's stop the tape. You said the only person we know for sure is with Jesus. We don't know of
fool.
Jesus for sure.
Shut up. Damn it.
Be clear. God. I just be getting confused sometimes. The homie, Jesus, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The homie. You know
Big homie.
You know what?
I just thought I'd be needing clarity sometimes.
If I didn't love you, I would say I wish
the
your
only
computer
estimated person that might have made it to wherever mystery Sky Daddy went.
If I didn't love you, I would say I wish your fucking computer was still in Houston. Okay? My point is this. Yeah, if you don't assimilate into the fucking culture, you may be outcast. But that don't make you some motherfucking, like, that don't mean shit for real. That's not a real fucking thing. You know what I'm saying?
I got on the shirt that says do it for the culture.
Do it for the culture.
Right? There's quotes that we leverage in our community that says, we control cool, we control culture. If we control cool and we control culture, then we got the power to shift whatever the fuck the paradigm is in the first place.
Agreed. But we sell our shit, we give it away. At every turn, we sell in. I think that's the new term that we've been using. We sell into their shit, right? And that's what happens. Salim says reparations or compensatory economic capital gives us the chance to accumulate the cultural capital that will securely elevate us, right? Yeah. That's what it does. It provides the
anchoring in,
the Band-Aid, right?
The trauma.
Stop the bleeding so we can fix this shit.
So we can give you some stitches.
You know what I'm saying? Right, exactly. But that's going to take a while, right? Well, even once I stop the fucking bleeding, I got to stitch this shit up, right? Got to let that wound heal. I might got to put a cast on it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a process. But until we stop the bleeding, we can't even start the fucking process. You'll die on this fucking table unless we stop the bleeding. And so that is what reparations provides. Salim, I got to tell you, man, I don't know if Gino is checking in today, but Gino came up with a word. He didn't come up with a word. They had a word of the day on the soil yesterday, and I forget what the fucking word was. But Gino said, I don't even think Salim know this word. I said, hey, watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth, G.
Watch your mouth, G.
Watch your mouth, Gino.
He knows the word. And then Gino defined the word. And I said, not only do I bet Salim knows the word is talking about Salim. It said a person who, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't
lived in the Forrest Gump movie.
Person who's done everything that's ever been fucking been done. It said a person who like uses big words to explain whatever it is they're trying to say, right? And it said they either do this because like they trying to sound smart stylistically, or it is, I don't know, their natural way, something. It was like either they flexing or they really about that shit. And I'm like, yeah, Salim just about that shit. Like he just that's just how he talks. So yeah, Salim, next time you see Gino, tell him you know that shit. I don't even know what the word is though.
See, what Salim is a reflection of study.
Mm-hmm.
And because he ingratiates himself in the study, the words populate in his mind and how he communicates.
Oh, Gene is here. The word was pianism.
Right? But it's a reflection of his interest.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's a reflection of the investments he's made in his lives.
Mm-hmm.
The reflection of the investments that we are currently making in this current climate is WAP.
Mm-hmm.
It's Lil Boosie.
Mm-hmm.
It's Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
It's no depth.
Right?
And if your teacher is dumb, and every student should supersede the teacher, but if the teacher's dumb, then you can't be too much ahead but 1 or 2 rings above dumb. And again, relationships happen horizontally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we're holding fort at dumb.
And if you ask Salim, he'll trace his affinity for reading and words and all that shit. He'll trace it back to his mom having him read like the newspaper and the comic strips and stuff like that all the time growing up. Like ever since then, I just like to fucking read. You know what I'm saying? And so my point with that is, I was watching another clip earlier today, and I don't remember where I saw it, but it said that, we have given, hey, and shout out to y'all too, man. I'm sorry, this is completely my fault, but I'm just not that good at Facebook. But today I went through Facebook. Y'all be sending me a whole lot of dope shit that we could actually talk about, or clips or videos, just like, hey, look at this, look at that. And because I'm never on Facebook, I don't even see it. And I'm going back to like October, seeing stuff that y'all have sent that was really fucking dope. And I responded to some of it because I watched it. That's probably why I saw this clip at. But anyway, they were saying that, we have used white institutions basically to babysit our children, right? While we are in pursuit of
white aspirations.
Mm-hmm. And so while I'm gonna let you teach my kid all of this fucking bullshit while I go to work to help you with all this fucking bullshit. Like it's wild as hell. It works so well, but it is a self-defeating prophecy that we cannot seem to get ourselves out of. We cannot seem to get ourselves out of. And so, that is what it is. Your age group on Facebook, Triple H. Yeah, I don't know. I hopped off Facebook one day, probably in 2006, I want to say. And I just thought I was going to hop off for like a couple weeks. They had this thing called the honesty box where people could send you messages anonymously. And it was just it got too much. I was in college at the time, and the messages that were coming were just too much. Now I got into a serious relationship, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hop off this shit because this shit is wild as hell. And so I thought I'd be back on in a couple of weeks, and I didn't come back on until a couple months ago. So I've been off Facebook that long. I don't really even know how to use it, but I did see a bunch of dope stuff y'all sent, and I'm sorry that I hadn't responded until today.
Before you get too far in that though, right? The Malcolm quote that says, "Only a fool would let his enemy teach his children."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we need to broaden the perspective.
Come on.
Right. And we need to give credence to technology.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because television is called the idiot box because it shapes thought. Right.
Mm-hmm.
All media changes the way we think.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But all of them have different impacts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because radio is audio. Visually, if you're a critical thinker, you envision something different,
right?
Or your own vision attached to the audio.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the progression of television, it gives you the visual and the audio, essentially shutting your brain off.
Right. We got all this for you.
We got all this.
When I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
I'll give it to you. Right? Now, when we start thinking about them institutions, we attach that to actual institutions.
Right.
We don't think of media as an institution all the time.
Right.
So when they ain't being babysat at XYZ school, they're being babysat in front of the television.
Mm-hmm.
My generation was a lot of times. You know what I mean? Now this very next generation below that is being babysat by a very similar tool. It's just a smaller screen.
Mm-hmm.
It's still television.
Mm-hmm.
It's telling you what to think. How we access it would dictate that. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But because we've been conditioned in such a way, we use the computer just like we use a television.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a portable television. That's it. Right? So it's telling us what to visually see and
what to think about it.
Yeah.
And it's even better than television because the TV doesn't even learn you. These shits learn you. And so once they know you, I'm sending you specifically
that shit. Right? And the entirety of your paradigm is constructed by this institution.
Mm-hmm.
He who controls media controls people.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
You got to detach.
Yeah.
You have to detach, i.e. getting back to the spirit,
mm-hmm.
i.e. going inward instead of outward.
Mm-hmm.
The answers is already in you.
Right.
You just gotta let go of what they're feeding you.
Yeah. No, I give you a hard time about your philosophy on Mythical Sky Daddy, right? And that ain't the point. But I'm 100% with you when you say I'm God, fam, of this thing. Now I still think there's a creator, right? Whatever. But I'm dictating what the fuck is happening here. And if I'm tapped into my shit in a real way and not just walking around some arrogant shit like I can do this and that, but I'm really tapped in, I can absolutely create my reality. I can absolutely, and it don't matter what we talk, if we talk about relationships, once I decide how I'm going to be in a relationship, that is the relationship that I'm going to be in. Because the universe will just start to fucking move that way. And you create that kind of reality in your head. You do the same thing about what it is you want to do for a fucking living or the relationships you want to have with your family. You can cultivate that shit if you can tap into it. And so on that piece, I'm 100% like with you on that. But we don't really tap into it that way. And so we can't really, get those kinds of results out of it in that manner. There was some point I wanted to make. I just forgot it.
Before you go that far,
mm-hmm.
I want us to fully grasp the depths of the conditioning,
mm-hmm.
right? Because it's important to think about how deep this shit
that's what it was,
right? The depths of
mm-hmm.
conditioning are
mm-hmm.
important,
mm-hmm.
right? So you was like, I fuck with you, and you say you God,
right?
Then you came right back with, I don't want to come off as arrogant, yada yada yada. Because to say that in this social construct seems to be damn near insane or extremely arrogant.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But even that thought
mm-hmm.
is a conditioning about the value of yourself,
mm-hmm.
right? we wear shit like humility on our chest as a badge of honor.
Yeah.
Right? You get to the etymological meaning of humble. I just pulled this shit up.
Yeah.
Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance.
Yeah.
That's what this shit means.
Agreed.
And we hang our
I mean,
hat on,
understood.
man. Be humble, fam. You should be humble.
Yeah, no, I've gotten away from that over the past couple of years where I say, man, humility ain't worth as much as we think it is.
It ain't.
Yeah.
But it's the conditioning, right? It's the what Salim says, it's all symbols, right? It is. And the symbols that they're telling you is you're less than what you really are. You are fucking God.
I'm with you.
You are. There are many realities as there are people. Period. Period.
Yeah, and I'm with you. And I'm not the point I was making is that I'm genuinely tapped into that source is what I'm saying. It's not just this shit where I'm just like, yeah, I can do whatever the fuck I want around here, right? Because there is a level of arrogance that exists in that space that don't have shit to do with you being actually centered in who you are and the power that you possess. That's all I was saying. I'm with you on that piece, 100%. The other thing I wanted to add to that point about programming was that TV tries to do what, these computers and devices do, but it doesn't do it the same way. But it does try to do it in that, okay, if you're watching this particular thing, then our data, our demographics tells us that, the data tells us that this certain demographic is watching that, right? And so, okay, then I can advertise to that particular demographic. So they try to do it in a way that is not quite as effective as these devices do, that can specifically tailor it to you based on every keystroke you type, based on every word you fucking say, based on every picture you take, right? They can't do it that way, but they try to do it the same exact way. You know what I'm saying? Same exact way. If you're watching a football game, you're going to see certain types of commercials. If you're watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, you're going to see a different set of commercials. I know because I watch football games and I watch Real Housewives of Atlanta.
It's all channeled to your belief systems.
Yeah.
Right? It's all channeled to your ideas and your interests. Right? So think about cable, even before internet. Just think about how, and you might even not have had this experience because you're so much younger than me. Right? I was born at a time when
it never went off on me.
Went off air, right? But then when cable channels got introduced, it went up to like 30 or something like that.
Oh yeah, now I'm on that piece.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then 10 years later, you got 500 channels. You understand what I'm saying? What could possibly be interesting? You know what I'm saying? What 500 channels, right?
Shout out to our man Brian Gorman. He showed us an entire new network that we knew nothing about, and it had thousands of channels on that motherfucker.
I'd never heard of it in my life. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've detached from television, right? I'm beginning to detach from all levels of social media. I.e., we don't do this.
Right.
I'm kind of chill. Right? But it's bigger than that. The entirety of the construct is built on control and power. Right? From the rooter to the tutor.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? We want to control and have power over every decision, every thought, every movement, every crumb on the table, right? And there's been a scientific level of execution in that regard. You know what I mean? And we tend to think of things like, well, this generation or that generation. No. Since the inception of this soil, this is what it is. Which is why when we bring brothers like Mac Chisholm on the show, Mac Glover, I'm sorry. And he gets to talking about Nubians and space travel. And the average person hears that, like, dude is high on meth.
Right.
Right? Because you've been so confined to only be able to think inside this box. Right? There's no critical thought attached to it.
No.
Even how we quantify intelligence. The very basis of intelligence is just being able to analytically think.
Right.
That's it.
Did I send you that? I think I did send it to you. I watched a documentary about Jeff Ford that I had never seen before.
I ain't never seen no documentary with Jeff, so I ain't seen that.
I might have sent it to you, but if I haven't, I'll send it to you. Just came across it on like YouTube, but it was about 45 minutes and it was good. But anyway, they was talking about how intelligent he was, even though he never was formally educated beyond 4th grade, and most people say he's illiterate in terms of his ability to read and write, right? But everybody who spoke about him talked about how intelligent he is. There is no direct correlation to intelligence and scholastic achievement. It's just there's no direct correlation. Now, you can say that, you know, a person who achieves highly as a scholar, that person is intelligent. You could say that, and most people would buy that argument. I don't necessarily buy that argument. I think you got a lot of dumb geniuses out here, but I can at least get that. But what you cannot say is that somebody who has not achieved at high levels scholastically is automatically unintelligent. That's not true. That's complete bullshit. I know it's 5 o'clock and we want to hit a break, but there's one more serious thing I want to talk about before we get into the debauchery that the 5 o'clock hour can be. So just hold off on the break for a second, Ron. If that's okay, boss. Manager man. Did you see the video of the police officer, retired police officer, I'm sorry, who caused the car accident, then gets out of his car, yells at the black dude whose car he hit, young black dude, called him nigger, monkey, all kind of stupid shit. Right? It's on tape. Turns out this fucker retired LAPD. And so now, like Sean King is like looking into all of the cases in which dude was a witness for the state.
His arrest and all that type of stuff.
And I, for one, hope they can get some people off on this shit. Now, depending on what it is, some people need to be their ass in fucking jail.
No,
But
they need to do the American skin to do. You know, we're gonna hold court right here.
Right here. Okay? We're gonna hold court right here.
Back to Keisha Lane's bottles. It don't involve me. It ain't my issue. It does involve me. Let's do this.
Let's send it up.
Send it up.
I'm with it, man. I'm with it.
Pick your team, wear your jersey.
Pick your team, wear your jersey.
Play the fucking wins.
Even if your designated team color looks like mine. If you've chosen to play for the other team, that's fine. You pick your team and you wear your fucking jersey.
Stay there, bro.
Go ahead.
Once you get the other jersey, stay there.
Post up, fam. Do what you're doing. But
and then we gonna see.
Don't think
if
they
you
gonna
can beat my ass.
Right. And don't think that they really gonna let you in the locker room like that, fam. You can play for us out here on the field, but you ain't really on our team. You ain't in the locker room popping champagne with us for real.
Well, that's that team's issue.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
You didn't chose that.
I'm on some.
You didn't chose
That's
that.
gonna be our new stand.
Put that on a new hoodie. We're going to take a break. When we come back from break, Shannon, I saw you ask the question about what that network was. I have no idea. I will find out for
Roku.
you. No, it wasn't the Roku thing. The Roku thing is the thing, but there was a network inside it.
I'm completely ignorant.
Right. It was a network inside
I don't watch
it that had a
television
whole bunch
ever.
of other channels on this one thing. But
I don't even know how to turn my television on. I got to call my kids every time I got to turn TV on. Come turn this shit on, man.
I believe you too. I believe you too. When we come back from break, it will be in the 5 o'clock hour, but Shannon, do not leave because we got to get some things straight about the Is Wiz book club. I saw y'all talking about it. I think it's delayed. I want to confirm that. I have to confirm that with you because it's your shit. We're going to do that on the other side of the break and more. This is I Say What I Said for another hour. We'll be right back.
WIFTBPM. Everybody's talking about the all-new Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish. Place your order today for a delicious meal. The chicken and fish are fried to perfection, featuring a wide variety of catfish, perch, tilapia, whiting, and shrimp. Now it's your turn to see what everybody's talking about. It's the all-new Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish, Chicago's newest spot for delicious meals. Stop by at 2537 South Wabash in the South Loop, or get contactless delivery from DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, and Postmates. For more info, call 773-807-9010. 773-807-9010. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish is open just in time for lunch, or take it to the house for a delicious dinner. It's Chicago's new spot for perfectly fried chicken and fish. Don't wait any longer. Try it today. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish, 2537 South Wabash in the South Loop. Sam Silk's Chicken and Fish.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Week events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Week members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Week letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
Deep Brooks exclusive. Hey, I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. I pray we don't get lost in all our sorrow. I say I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. We don't know if we gon' let us see tomorrow. No. 52 wounded, 10 murdered in a weekend. Homicides on women are increasing. 12 blinking at us for no reason. Feel like we going off the deep end. They still ain't found Kierico. Reported missing about a year ago. And she was pregnant with a little one. Her family praying for a miracle. Taxi van, Kanika ain't get no justice. Where the energy they have for Jussie Smollett. I done heard every theory, but where the suspect? Ain't no luck, yeah. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. I pray we don't get lost in all our sorrow. I say I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. We don't know if we gon' let us see tomorrow. No. Woman found dead, baby cut out of a womb. I wish it wasn't true. Another woman shot down while her baby in her arms. Can somebody call a truce? This is genocide, honestly. We still remember Tyshawn Lee. I'm implementing new policies. Trying to save the generation under me. We gotta drop the sticks and put the poles up. Your man is a weapon, you need to load up. I couldn't imagine losing one of my daughters.
Shoot, I wanna glow up. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. I pray we don't get lost in all our sorrow. I say I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears. I'm crying real tears for Chicago. We don't know if we gon' live to see tomorrow. No.
Hey, manager man.
Dun, 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 dun. You need some theme music. You got to get a theme music button for Manager Man.
Manager man.
We're going to make that a character, G.
I thought you was going to come back with test your work, bro. I'm trying to lift. My bro been up for 40 hours straight, okay? He's not going to make it through the last hour if we don't fucking get some energy in this space.
Hey, real quick, though. Manager Man, how'd you been working out
You got to
lately?
do like this, bro.
Manager Man, I heard you been working out lately. Heard you been in the gym. You been putting shots up?
Been putting shots up. Tread softly, sir. A lot of people watch this.
I be on it all day.
I be on it all night, man. I be on it all day. Straight up. Pimp, if you want me, you could find me in the A.
See, I thought y'all was finna remix it, say Green Door or something. Y'all good.
I just want to make sure you perfected your shot, bro.
Bro, I've been putting up some shots, man. Bro been putting up some shots for sure.
I'm chilling, man.
Proud of him.
I'm really just chilling.
Proud of my son, man.
That's good, man.
That's May's son. Proud of my little brother, though.
I'm really just chilling, man.
You know?
Okay.
Proud of him, man.
Score one for the team, you understand?
Right. Right. Understand that, okay? Wait, why?
You got your jersey, right?
Why you chilling or not?
You been on the bench for a while now. We're going to put you in the game now.
Hey,
Get a
why
bucket, you
I ain't put you on the
understand
camera? Get some buckets for the team. Now you're on the camera. Get some buckets for the team, sir. Okay?
It can't be on the floor if you can't score the ball. You understand me?
I bet.
We're gonna kick it over there in the corner, so you either knock down that three in the corner or you drive the baseline and bang on somebody.
Go hard to the hole. You understand me?
Waka flocka flame. I'm going hard in the paint.
Take it to the box, fam.
Slap the backboard too.
Definitely slap the backboard. Okay, you got to slap glass. No GL. Proud of you, man. You know what I'm saying? We are moving places in this freaking world.
We working.
We working, baby.
It ain't the wintertime no more.
Is that what it was?
You was depressed.
Is that what it was?
You was depressed in the winter. That's what it is.
A little bit. That green dough driving me crazy.
That green nose was stopping you from putting up shots, fam. Putting up shots. That man said, hey, old girl in the studio? I'm on that. Okay, bro.
I didn't even say I'm on that. I said, don't do nothing. Don't shoot your shot, because I
had just walked in the door.
That was the first game of the season, right?
That was the first game of the season when he set it out with a weak-ass sprained ankle. Like, I can't.
He came out there with that old weak-ass pick.
I can't suit up. I can't.
She ran right through the pit.
Right. I can't suit up.
Hit the weights, punk.
So I'm talking about as soon as I walked in the studio, he like, bro. And I didn't even know anybody was here. Bro, shorty that's in the studio? That's me.
ain't gonna lie, I did miss out on that too. That's tweaked.
Yeah, you tweaked hard, bro. But you putting up shots now. That's all that matters, man.
Hey,
Score.
It's 5-12.
Let me stop playing, man.
This just in breaking news.
What happened?
What happened? Complex just released or just shared a clip from a Forbes article that says Forbes puts an end to the Kanye West richest black person in America talk.
Already? Forbes like, not really.
With net worth.
So Forbes said no 6.6?
They said this is the dumbest conversation we've ever had out loud in public.
Fuck Forbes, but what did they say?
Forbes says you got to stop to believe in these goddamn mythical sky daddy logical people. They said
Sunday service, my G.
Kanye West is worth $1.8 billion, same amount that he was worth the week before that.
Who gives a shit, really?
And what he did was he projected out on future earnings that for products he hasn't even released yet.
Hey, once I get the bricks in, I'm counting the money already.
But he didn't even get the bricks in.
Once I get the bricks in, I just got to get them off.
He's doing some run shit. He's counting buckets that he said. He
didn't get the ball yet?
He didn't get the ball yet. I'm going to score 30. Fam, slow down. Slow down, fam. Take it easy. You understand? Put one in the hole first. Shoot the layup first, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't put up 30 yet. I believe in you. I know you can put up 30.
That's finna be my money.
I know you can put up 30. I believe in you.
Buckets.
But let's count one at a time.
So Ye was projecting.
So on Thursday, March
or whomever was projecting on Ye's
Forbes
behalf.
published an article. No, Kanye West is not the richest black person in America. Here's why, which plainly outlines how Bloomberg allegedly got it wrong. Forbes explains the Bloomberg article, which cites a UBS report on Ye's businesses in which the bank made a number of assumptions based on projected future earnings, particularly for Yeezy's Gap, which has yet to launch. This is an ideation. I'm thinking about this product. And because I'm thinking about it, goddammit, it's worth $5.2 billion.
You know how brilliant his ideas are.
He don't have ideas. He has a name.
Howard said he counting early space books.
Right. Those are Adidas ideas. Those are Gap's clothes.
So we got 1.8 and a possible 4.
Yeah, I got 4 in the
I got 1 point. I got 2 in a possible 4.
He had the crib like I
got
2
2
in
and
the
4
baby.
possibles.
I got 4 in the baby. I'm in the game.
2 in the baby. I don't care, and I don't know why. I don't know why the hell Forbes thought it necessary to come shoot this down. I know them and Ye have their little shit.
This is what he said. So this is what Forbes says. Wait, let me go back. He says, Ye's businesses in which the bank made a number of assumptions based on projected future earnings, particularly for Yeezy's Gap and for Yeezy's Gap, which is yet to launch.
Mm-hmm.
Bank documents like that often report best possible scenario future valuations.
That's right, baby. I got the bricks and I'm
everything
getting
in
all
the
of them
world
off.
goes right. This is a nigga that's looking for the stimulus check. When I get my stimulus,
he got it spent already.
When I get
I'm
my
flipping this
stimulus,
1,400 in the 28 and this 28 and the
when
56.
I get my stimulus, I'm going to buy me a mansion. I'm going to buy me a Bentley with 1,400. That's what's happening here.
Flip this 14 to 28. We keep flipping. We on our way, baby.
Start telling your homies you got the car before the check. Yeah, I got it right.
It's up there.
Scenario
Hey,
future valuations.
pack for
not
Greece.
what
We
is
going next
actually
week.
There.
Fam, you don't have a passport. You ain't been downtown. We going to Greece next week.
Right, we on. We popping, baby. I'm getting my 1400.
We going to Greece next week, my nigga.
I'm out here, Joe. I'm out here. I got that high 1400, Joe.
Hey,
I'm in the game, G.
Sign me up.
Okay, so the publication estimates he's worth $1.8 billion, which is based on current revenues, not theoretical future expectations. I love the words they're using in this article. I really love them. I do. I really appreciate them.
They are haters at the highest level right now.
Oh, it's poetry to my ears.
They are haters at the highest level right now.
Therefore, the richest black person in the United States remains Vista Equity. Somebody in the comments tell me who that is. Somebody in the comments tell me who that is. I'm not saying it again.
Sorry.
Somebody in the comments tell me who that is. We know. I want to see if you do. Because this is...
While we're
we
waiting on somebody
separate
to
the
give you
men
that
from the
answer, let me make another declaration that has absolutely nothing to do with this.
The firm, or is it the person that works for the firm?
Nigga, you on the computer.
Robert F. Smith.
You Googled.
Yeah, he's on the computer. He's clearly reading.
Wait, stop
Yeah,
it.
sure.
Don't read no more. Don't read no more. Look at me. Eye contact. Who's Robert F. Smith?
I didn't never said I knew. I'm just
asking.
said somebody look it up.
Yeah, see?
I never do.
Okay, so we take the most recent year's licensing income, because this is important, because this is a conversation Two's had before, and apply a multiple to it to account for the fact that this is an ongoing revenue stream. The article states this is how we value Donald Trump's licensing businesses and Jay-Z's music catalog. I love the people that they're comparing him to. His wildly optimistic approach
Africa
to
and
his
Cherie had
net worth mirrors the approach used by
wildly
Donald.
optimistic?
Wildly optimistic. Donald Trump.
Hey, the language that they're using is hilarious.
This is poetry.
Like somebody edited this and like, nah, use more
we gotta go
inflammatory
harder,
language
go
on this
harder,
joint.
go harder,
Okay,
keep going, go harder.
It's provocative.
This is
gets the people going.
Right. This we can learn from this. They've decided to put their team and they're wearing the jersey.
They are wearing
They're
the
sticking
jersey.
with the jersey. You understand? Win or lose, we going hard in the paint. You dig? Ron. I always go hard in the paint. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
So the last one says, same approach used by Donald Trump, who insists the value of his name be included in any net worth estimate. Trump, who we value at $2.5 million, says his brand has an intrinsic value regardless of actual revenue.
My name is my name.
West and his camp are making similar arguments for their business.
Let them know Marlo's after any motherfucker. Omar, Barksdale.
My name
whoever.
is my name.
My name is my name, fam. And so Donald Trump said, listen, don't matter if I don't really got the bread. My name is worth the bread, fam. And so hell no, that goofy ass building down on Wacker, that ain't my building. But my name on it.
But this answers another question. But with his Yeezy hustle valued at $1.5 billion, a music catalog worth $90 million, his $64 million stake in future ex-wife Kim Kardashian's Skims line, I don't know what that is,
she got that.
And another $160 million in cash and other assets, Kanye is clearly no scrub. He's just not as wealthy as originally reported. Despite the misinformation, nobody can argue $1.8 billion is impressive. The man works hard for his money and has a bank account to prove it. What is Skims from Kim Kardashian, and why does he get a $64 million stake in that?
Probably some product they came up with together.
They were married. I'm sure they were probably business partners in some ventures too.
Yeah, but I'm assuming if they were married, right? And I don't know Kim's net worth because I'm not interested in most of these conversations. I think they were married in California, right?
I don't know, bro.
Well, I think the law in California is Kanye's not even going to be a billionaire after next year.
Is she taking that?
She run
half.
Run that, homie. Run that.
She had more bread than him when they got together.
Not my issue. Law says I'm running your pockets, buddy. I'm running your pockets.
Candace said it's shapewear.
Okay, whatever that is. Bless their heart.
It's stuff that women wear to look.
Oh, okay. What they call
firmer
that?
than
What's the real
otherwise.
name for that? It's another name for that black women wear.
Waist trainers.
No. Spanx. That's what black women call them. They call them Spanx. I learned that from black women.
Skims.
That's for the whiter.
So I can look like Kim Kardashian.
The lighter, whiter version.
Who paid a whole lot of money to look like me.
Right. This here makes your booty look like a diaper. Skims. Booties made by Huggies.
If you put a pin in it, it'll pop.
Skims.
Niggas is retarded.
Lopsided ass for date nights.
Wobble, wobble. Ooh, shake it. What you dropping?
Hey, shout out to Candace Moore who got the answer right about Robert Smith.
So did Africa and
comments.
Africa and Cherie.
I expect that from Cherie and Africa.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you have failed in life. I should no longer hear any conversations about who has billions of dollars.
I can't believe
the truth has been revealed. We no longer are listening about your aspirational lying ass lives.
Mimi and Candace said Spanx is also a white-owned product. Alvin called them Stanks.
It's okay. Sisters wear them. So I'm not honoring Skims. Skims is for shims. I'm just saying. I'm just playing. I don't want to get cut off. Okay, let's go.
Cancel culture. Let me make a declaration real quick before we get this book club thing settled. If you disagree, I don't like you. Okay? And I don't want you here anymore. Okay? I don't like you and I don't want you here anymore. I know y'all can't see this. Okay? Let's see here. These little things, black jelly beans, or anything of the licorice flavor.
Yeah, they disrespect black people on so many levels. Is
quite possibly the most disgusting flavor on earth.
I'm not quite sure, but I'd have to imagine they taste like booty hair.
You didn't eat one out your pack?
No. They all in the book bag.
You don't eat those with shit. You do not eat those with.
I always bet the black is whack or the candy section.
If you like these, if you like the licorice jelly bean, the black jelly bean,
the absolute worst.
I don't like you. Okay?
Every piece of candy that's black tastes like throw up.
Yes, I hate my candy because it's black.
I hate my candy because it's black. I hate my gums because it's black. I hate the back of Whoopi Goldberg's neck.
Woo! Hey,
what is that? Was that the real movie or was that the parody?
That was the parody.
That was the parody. I always be thinking it was the real movie, G. I hate
Bernie Mac.
Goldberg's gums. I hate the back and forth.
Nigga's neck. Hate my gums because they black.
No, you know what he said on the original. What you looking at, nigga?
Oh, my God. So, worst candy ever. The black licorice jelly bean.
Them and whatever those orange
I'm coming with you.
Things are.
The who? The candy corns?
Yeah, those are horrid.
Those aren't.
No,
but I thought you was on point because I was about to say the second worst thing to ever be called candy. Those little shits that you only see around Halloween. They're wrapped up in either the orange paper or the brown paper. And it's just wrapped up and I don't even know what the fuck they're called.
The hard candies?
No, I think they're soft.
I don't know.
Because them hard ones, the orange ones go hard.
No. It's only wrapped up in orange paper or brown paper. And they, it's a little square or something. They tie up at the end, and they are the second worst thing that you could ever put in your mouth. Disgusting.
I can't think of them.
Absolutely disgusting. But black jelly bean, number one.
What I used to absolutely hate? Like it was old people candy. My grandma used to have them all the time.
What? The
chocolate with the green mints in them. That they
oh
the hotel
yeah.
Bed. But now that I'm an old man, I absolutely love them. That candy is made for old people.
Mythical Scott Daddy never allowed me to get to that point. Okay, if there's a certain age threshold that you start to like that, off me the day before. Okay, it's terrible.
Lucy says her somebody. She said her somebody loves candy corn. Let me go try to go and move on me.
Now candy corn is all right. I ain't mad at candy corn.
No, they're horrid.
He said they're horrid.
Yeah, only people that like that has probably been malnutritioned. I'm just saying it's gross. Yuck.
The ingredients in black jelly beans is stress, depression, and poverty. That's the best thing I've ever heard.
My brother D, that's hilarious.
Yo, Lim, that's the best shit in the history of shit, G.
We're going to use that one.
Yes. The ingredients in black jelly beans: stress, depression, and poverty. That is great. That is great. It's really, really good.
Somebody's hitting us with fun facts about black licorice. Well, I can't keep it up on my computer no more.
Yeah, whatever those things are. Peanut butter taffy. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Black paper. They peanut butter
taffy
those
is
things.
delicious though.
Yeah, taffy candy is wrapped in that orange and black. Yeah, that shit is trash. That shit is awful, awful. Close second. No, distant second to the black jelly bean. Stress, depression, and poverty.
Yeah, Cherie gave us a fun fact, but I can't read the word. I feel ignorant. I can't pronounce it, so I'm not going to read it out loud.
Cherie gave
I
us
was
a fun
gonna
fact.
when you said it moved up, I went back to read it for you. I was like, nah, let me not.
Fun fact: the thing that gives black licorice its twang
is glabla.
It's glyciceriza. The fuck, Cherie? What are you trying to do to us in here?
Did you have to Google the spelling? That's all I want to know.
It's
glycyrrhizine
glabra. Glabra. It's a glob of bullshit. Is what
it's a Polish word for something scientific. I'm just guesstimating here. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I see what y'all on now. It's clearly 5 o'clock. Do.
I gotta get my cousin on here since we talking about Ye. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 cousins that I intimately ingratiated into the Ye circle. One's
like closely affiliated. But go ahead.
Same thing. So one's a producer, but the other one is absolutely crazy and hilarious. Both of them are absolutely hilarious. One will never come on the show and talk.
Right. I know which one won't.
Right. One's just not going to do that.
And the other one is a fool.
But the other one is a fool who has no care in the world. So we might have to talk to him tomorrow.
Yeah.
So he has a story that is amazing. Right. So Ye been in my family circle forever because they've always dealt with each other. You know, all 3 of them. So just so happens one of my cousins goes to Wyoming just to check on Ye, see how he feeling. A lot of stuff going on in Ye's real life.
Yeah, you need some real niggas to come.
He
just
needs
say
some
what's
of
up
the neighborhood homies to come, you know.
Which he's doing a lot more of. He's getting some more real motherfuckers in the
rock with
crib to come be around because that Hollywood is.
So my cousin is down there. They having a few drinks. They sitting around having dinner. Dame is down there. Dame Dash is down there as well. Dame finds my cousin to be hilarious, right?
Who wouldn't?
The very next day, Dame decides to shoot a film in Wyoming, and my cousin is the star of the film. My cousin has never acted in his life, ever. Well, maybe he has.
That's some Dame shit right there.
Maybe he has acted, but not professionally. Maybe to get out of going to jail, maybe to get away with cheat. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but in one day, he became the star of Dame's next movie, and it's a new feature.
Yeah, I sound like you pronounce Coochie Chocolate, like Coochie socks and sneakers.
Steve is crazy.
Hey, yo, that's hilarious, bro. That's good stuff.
So, yeah, man.
I'm convinced that y'all just tolerate the intellect just to get to the thuggery and start clouding.
Hey, man. Yeah, so we got to call my cousin Lucian, man. Lucian is comical as hell. He's legitimately crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. It's a gene thing in my family. I've just given into it. It happens.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But the boy is a plumb fool, and I want to hear how he got himself into this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not supposed to say this out loud because I'm not supposed to be able to see the clips. They haven't released yet. But it looks funny.
Go ahead and tell some people.
You want me to tell you what the plot is?
So in the end, right?
So in the end, right?
No. Y'all ain't got to go see it because I'm going to tell you.
But they will be releasing the movie soon. They're starting to get a little marketing
Dusko
package
Poppington
together.
is drawing up.
And I want y'all to see it, man. But it's the whole story, just how he finds himself as the star of Dame's next movie is hilarious to me.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, G.
But I like organic stuff like that.
I
man.
rock with it, G. It's plumb hilarious, G. And it fits right into the rest of Lucian's life. You understand?
Hey, when you right in your spot, that's how things tend to go. When you right in your spot, things just work out that way, man. Jägermeister tastes like black licorice. I had the worst hangover ever and threw up my stomach. Yes, Jaeger does taste like the black jelly bean, and that was the only thing I could tell white people when I the one and only time.
The black jelly bean tastes like Jägermeister?
Yes, Jaeger tastes just like. So every time you hear white people like Jaeger, we doing
I know
something.
what Jaeger is. It's
They're
the one with the gold flicks, right?
Whatever. They drink it tastes just like this shit, bro.
Yeah, they're beasts.
Like, why would you take a shot of this? So I was one time. That's when I lived in Champaign. White friends go to this thing. It's like a day party, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna do some shots of Jaeger. You down?" I'm like, "Yeah, I ain't know. That's the shit I always heard y'all talking about. We do some other shit. Do a shot of Jaeger. All right, cool. We'll do one. G, the black jelly bean. It is 100% the black jelly bean.
Early.
It was. I wasn't early because I took one shot of it. It was like, huh, this shit is trash, and that was that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Alvin is 100% correct. Jaeger tastes just like that. I don't know why white people would be on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not cool. Or black people who go outside in thong sandals and no socks, because they're the same people.
Mm-hmm. Have you been seeing the Kirk Franklin memes?
No.
Oh, I love them. Oh, I love them.
What's the hashtag so I can go down the rabbit hole?
I'm sure it's just Kirk Franklin memes. Oh, I love them. I think I should get one tattooed of me. It's hilarious. It is the best thing going.
What have they been doing?
Oh, it's about his abuse of his grown son. His grown son, like grown son, like mid 30-year-old son, right? And they got him in the Ike Turner wig from the Ike and Tina movie. They got one that I sent to my homie who's a Blackstone Ranger. I'm not gonna say his name, but everybody knows him. He's been on the show several times and he talks about it a lot. But he's on this. Kurt got his hat turned to the left, hand behind his back, throwing up the 5. You know, it's all hilarious. G. It's hilarious to me.
That's funny. Cherie says y'all should do Malort shots on camera. I've never had it. Don't know what it is.
What's Malort?
I had never had it. Don't know what it is.
And shots I don't do.
Or sips or
sips or
drinks or
slurps.
You know what are you talking about?
Hey, you be proud of me though.
You had a drink this weekend?
We go to Texas.
Or whatever fucking day, whatever.
We in Houston and we go to the turkey leg, one of the little staples for, Houston culture, whatever. And I will say the food was fire. Service was ass. Just so happens that the people who own the thing are from 103rd, so it makes all the sense in the world. I love the crib, but you know how we rock. You know what I'm saying? We already got your money, dude. You ain't leaving.
I hate it. Shut up. Go.
Gee. So I ordered, somebody came through with a drink for a table behind me. It was a little cute, sexy drink for women, you know what I mean? But I know who I am. So
that's right up your alley. If I'm gonna have one,
try this. This is icy.
Give me the pink one with the umbrella.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a fuzzy navel. You know what I don't know what it was called, right? Give me that joint. With the cherry, you know what I mean? Bruh, my hand to God. I drunk that shit, almost fell out the chair. I was gone. But I had to hold still because other people all know. I had to play like I was cool, right? But in my mind, I'm saying, I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah, man.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gone, bro.
It is my only mission in life to get you drunk.
I was drunk.
No, like the
a beer get me drunk because I'm not going overboard.
The day we did the Hibiki shots.
It was done.
When Bewley brought that shit.
It was done.
You was in this motherfucker faded, G.
It was done.
You was faded.
I know my limitations.
You were faded. I would love to get you on a Long Island or something. Go to the Odyssey. You know where the Odyssey is at? Right there on 55th, just west of King.
Steve said I was drinking buttery nipples all night.
That is a drink?
That's what just Steve
No,
said.
that is a drink. That is a drink.
That's a buttery nipple.
I don't even know. Buttery nipple, sex on the beach, screaming orgasm. These are all cocktails.
But what is sex on the beach? It makes sense. Screaming orgasm. That makes sense. What the fuck is a buttery nipple? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
But anyway, fam, I'm drunk after this first drink.
Should have said that was too.
This first slushy.
Yo, dude.
This first slushy drink, I'm drunk as hell.
Oh, so it was like an ice drink, and you was still.
I'm gone. I'm out of there. Count me out. It's over. But look, the seating arrangements are stools.
Oh shit.
And my stool just so happens to not have a back. So I'm in here on
Please
some,
tell me you failed.
I'm
Please
on-
tell me
I'm
you
on-
failed.
I'm in here on some Mary shit, on some.
If there's a
lean-
mythical Sky Daddy, tell me that
leaning
you
and
failed.
lying, leaning and lying.
Leaning and lying on some Mary shit.
I'm swaying like the little things that get your tax dollars. You know, I'm all on this shit. So I'm like, gee, I got to get some food in me because this shit is not going to end well. Because the shit just intensifies in me because I ate all day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You need some greasy shit, too.
Yeah, I got to get some of this shit up out of me, right?
Yeah.
So, again, I'm with people I don't know.
Okay.
They already laughing at me with the
Right, because you drunk off the off the strawberry daiquiri.
Yeah, what kind of nigga is you? You know what I mean? So the service, G, legitimately, I think we were sitting there for like an hour and a half before the food actually came. Right? So they was like, man, you know, the food ain't came. We're going to give y'all a free round of waffle fries.
Oh, those are going to give y'all a free round of shots.
And another free round of drinks.
Yes.
Right? Now, you know how people are when they're away from their families.
They frontin'. I'm with it.
I'm with it.
I'm living out here.
I wasn't on that.
Oh, you weren't living like that?
No. I just was.
You understood?
I was just being very demure, like if that's what you want to do. You know that kind of thing.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. You know what I'm saying? So the Mark brings out another round.
Eating is definitely mandatory because when you don't,
but I get it. So I'm saying, let me take down.
end
these
up
waffles.
stumbling into other
Let me
people's
take that-
houses and shit.
They gave us the free order waffle fries while we ate, right? Too. So I'm saying, let me take down these waffle fries, soak some of this up. I didn't really have no intention of drinking the next drink, but we sitting there for so long, bro. For the food came, I'm just bored, so I'm drinking the other drink.
That happens when you're at a bar.
It
You
happens,
drink because
right?
you're just there.
I'm just there.
It's a cup in your hand or it's in front of you. You just sip, 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 sip.
Gee, I think I went into a coma. I might have had cardiac arrest. It was bad, G. I ain't falling there, but my body was there, but my spirit was not. I was somewhere different. G. I was so happy when that food came. Like, get this shit up.
I'm proud of you, man. You got to soak it up. You need some greasy food. You need some fries, like wings, some greasy shit. Just soak it up.
Okay, Boosie says, buttery nipple. Add 1 ounce of butterscotch schnapps to a chilled shot glass. Pour 1/2 ounce of Irish cream over the back of a...
Over the back of
I'm not on that page.
Over the back of a bar spoon to float it on the top of the schnapps.
I just put it in the comments too.
So peppermint schnapps is what it is, and just how you put
Buttery
shit makes
nipple.
it buttery.
It don't even sound strong. It don't even sound like you can get drunk off this shit. 1 ounce of butterscotch schnapps to a chilled shot glass.
Buttery nipple sounds kind of child abusive. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like breastfeeding.
It doesn't sound like it don't sound like it got no shoulders on it. I learned
What
a
you
new
mean
term.
no shoulders on it?
That's a new term I learned.
Put me in game so I can talk shit at the bar.
When a drink is strong, you're like, well, that got some shoulders on it.
Okay, so my little flowery drink last night.
They got some shoulders on it?
It had some shoulders on that joint. That joint was 32 Husky. You understand me?
Chicago, city of broad shoulders, baby. You are hilarious, fam. We gotta go to Odyssey, man, on 55th, bro.
What's that?
The place where they pour the strongest drinks that I know of in the city.
Yeah, I'm
It
gonna
is
go there.
unbelievable. You know how most bars you go to, right? Understandably so. Although I think it's kind of whack. The way they use it is kind of whack. But anyway, they have those little caps on the bottles, right?
So they can
to
count
make
their
sure
money.
you're getting exactly one shot.
Yeah,
okay?
count my money.
Count my money. Right, right. Exactly one shot. In Odyssey, no, we're not going to invest in those caps, fam. What we're going to invest in is drunk people spend money. And so they
go for yours, fam.
They say you want what? Okay. Blip, 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 blip. That'll be $5. What? Next thing you know, you had 100 of those.
Listen real quick before we go
Come
any
on.
further, though. Boosie says, my husband fucked them nipples up.
Right. Boosie be coming with the sexual innuendos.
The language barrier is amazing.
She ain't no language barrier. She know exactly what she's writing. Like she knows exactly what she's doing here. That's hilarious, man. Odyssey will definitely have you like. I don't even know where my car
55th
is.
and where?
It's like a block. Like it's like 2 blocks east of King Drive. I mean west of King Drive.
I know where it is.
On the
It's
south side of the
always
street.
a line out there when I'm coming from somewhere late at night. I know the cars be double parked over. I know what it is.
It's on the south side of the street on 55th, like 2 blocks west of King Drive.
Yeah, that ain't relevant for me, G. Because like I said, the beer get me to the same place.
Yeah, but I know, but it'll be funny for me though.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm here for your entertainment.
Hell yeah.
Go get your shine
Are
box.
you not entertained? Boom. Like, That is what I'm here for.
I'm amusing.
I would go in there, and this is when I would I try to be efficient. Well, at least I used to.
You're drinking?
I used to.
How do you be efficient in your drinking?
I ordered Long Island's.
That's the drink that gets you there?
Everything's in it.
Okay.
Actually, I would order Long Beaches because I don't drink pop. And in Long Island, they put pop in it. In Long Beach, they'll put like cranberry juice or whatever.
Two can't handle that. He gets lit off hot toddies. What's a hot toddy?
It's like where you put like half a shot in some tea.
Yeah, that probably would give me.
Yeah, like if people got a cold or something, they take a little hottie toddy, warm tea. You might put like a shot of yak or some shit in it, whiskey.
This true story too.
Mm-hmm.
Like people can laugh at me, but one thing I know, I'll never be a drug addict.
That's real.
Right? Never be. Gee, you know how my body be hurting all the time, right? So I pull up in one of these gas
you don't
stations.
drink enough, man.
I pull up in one of these gas stations and they got the over-the-counter CBD joints, right? And they like the CBD joints, soothes aches and pains and all that shit. It's early in the morning, right? I get one of the little, like the 5-hour energy size drinks, a CBD joint.
Yeah.
Take it to the head because it's CBD. It's no THC in this joint.
Sure.
I'm driving, bro. I got about 10 minutes away from that gas station.
Knocked out.
Homie had to pull over, G. This is not healthy, G.
Oh, you got to.
I'm out of there. There's something in here, bro.
You slumped.
There's something in here. I was
Yo,
out
dog,
of there.
let me out. No, I was offered CBD something or another, like gummies or something today. Because apparently they help with you sleeping, and I didn't sleep last night. But I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'll just stay up for another day, but I'm good on that.
So my brother D says, I asked for a Crown and Coke. I see the bartender gave me a Crown Neat. I said, where's my Coke? She literally said, get the fuck out of here. We don't serve
They be
chasers.
dead on that. You know what else they be on? We don't serve water here. Now, if you be dead, it's like, no, I really need some water. They'll give you a glass of water.
So you just got to hold that.
But the first time you be like, hey, can I get such and such in a water bag? Hell fucking no. We don't serve no water here. It's a bar. We serve liquor. They'll tell you that every time. No, we don't serve water here. We serve liquor, fam. Okay, you want some liquor? If not, it's a fucking store next door. Go get you some water, fam. Like, they be on that in the Odyssey, G. I'm telling you, G.
Yeah, I have no need to be there.
They go hard on the pours in there. And so me drinking Long Island's, again, you go to most places. If you want a Long Island, you want 6 liquors in it, cool. Just don't get you got to get like a top shelf Long Island. Do not let them pour you a Long Island out of the well.
The bottom shelf.
Don't let not even the bottom shelf.
Wait. What's the well? All this new terminology, G. I don't be in these spaces.
God damn it, Toussaint.
The well? What the fuck is that?
Okay, so you have the shelves, right? You got top shelf, middle shelf, bottom shelf. That's behind the bartender.
Right.
There is a well in front of the bartender. That is basically shit.
That's like the pop machine at the fast food joints.
That is basically shit they'll give you for free. Okay, like it's not like the pop machine. It's in front of the bar. It's not in front of the bar.
Is the shit they doing this in?
No,
they spraying the drink in?
No, that's where the popping shit is. It's a shelf.
Like, no, they be spraying legitimate alcohol like this, don't they?
No, they don't. That's
Okay,
where
I
pop
don't know
and
shit.
lemonade.
I
I know. That's where pop, lemonade, water, that kind of shit is.
Expert. I don't
Okay,
know.
but what I'm saying is there's a little rack in front of them, and that's where your bottles that don't.
This is just like ass level liquor.
This is vodka gin. That's the name of it. Okay? Vodka gin tequila. That is the name of those bottles.
No brandy.
Okay? Don't drink that shit. Do not let them make you a Long Island out of that. Tell them you need a top shelf Long Island. But either way, they're going to most places. They like bloop, 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 bloop. Nah.
I see.
What? They got 4 bottles in 3 fingers. They
let it all rock.
And I'm sitting, and then you got to sit there and wait, and you got to be like, because they literally will fill this up, and you're like, yo, where are you going to put my juice at now? Right? Because I still need my splash of juice or Coke if you do Long Island. I do Long Beach. So where's my juice? Oh, that's when they pull out the thing you talking about. Okay? My shit don't even turn, like, it's cranberry. My shit don't even turn light pink. It ain't even nothing. It's just, what am I supposed to do with this? Can you give me another cup, please, so I can make 2 of these out of this? Like, y'all wilding right now, but that's what they be on at the Odyssey. They will definitely leave you stumbling out of there every single time. So we'll go.
G, it's some of my, Lemuel D, that's one of my closest homies in life, went to school with me. Then Steve went to school with me too. Quick school story around alcohol. I mean, it's not even funny to me at all, but you know how they be making the fraternities and sororities be making their little signature drinks, right?
Yeah, sure.
So when I first get to the joint, G, I'm at the Q house. I had some of the Q oil.
Oh yeah.
My G.
No.
Let's say the Q house was like a mile and a half.
That's liquid crack
from
fam.
where I lived.
Yeah.
Right? I had a homie, and I was a little nigga at the time, right? I had a homie that legitimately had to throw me over his shoulder and walk for a mile and a half to my crib.
I ain't gonna make it.
I was in this nigga's book bag.
Fucking DDT in your head.
Oh.
That's crazy. But no, that's how it be. But you talk about a bunch of broke college students trying to throw a party and have liquor for everybody. That is all well liquor, okay? That ain't it ain't nothing with a brand and nobody's punch, oil, juice, none of that shit. Okay? That is all vodka, gin, tequila shit.
I never even learned how to make the alpha shit. I don't even know what was in that joint.
Yeah. Many a nights drinking that shit too. But you know, you live and you learn, man. That's what college is for. I can remember being slapped just walking around in college one time. And this is when I first got to college, I was drinking like 100 proof. This was my freshman year. I'm drinking 100 proof Black Label. That's what my guys used to drink. When I told you we used to always go out fucking drunk as hell, and we was either drinking 100 proof Black Label or Tanqueray. So I'm getting down, and that's what I'm drinking. I'm drinking 100 proof Black Label, Seagrams. It's like $10 for the fifth, right? Drinking that shit. And we ain't going nowhere. It's just me, a couple of my guys. And so we all go in the store. Just 3 of us, you hear me? We all get a fifth for no reason at all. We don't have no destination, nothing going on. We just walking around and we drink it. At some point, I get drunk. So I bought my fifth, but I also bought some juice. At some point, get a little tipsy, stumble, drop my juice. I'm not going to stop drinking the 100 proof vodka, though. I'm drinking this fucking
shit put you in a coma.
I can't even tell you what happened after that on air, but, like, yeah. No bueno.
All bad.
No bueno, sir.
All bad.
Okay? It went left real fast. Everclear, Herb. No dice. You can literally light that on fire. But that's the type of stuff they put in those punches and oils and shit. You ever seen somebody light it on fire?
No.
Everclear?
No.
I've seen people light it on fire and take the shot.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah. Or 151?
I don't even know what this shit is. I don't know this shit.
151 is 151 proof. You know what I mean by the proofs?
No.
All right, so each liquor has an alcohol content by volume, right? And so say most times you look on the bottom and say like 35% alcohol by volume or 45% alcohol by volume. What you want to do is double that number and it'll give you the proof of the liquor, right? So if it's 45% alcohol by volume, you double it. This is a 90 proof liquor.
Strong. Which is it's strength of the liquor.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
It's the strength of the liquor, right? On a scale of 1 to 100, okay? So 100 proof should be as high as you can go. 151 is 151 proof, dog.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's gasoline. You can run a car off this shit. Yeah, that's so stupid. And motherfuckers is drinking it by the shot, lighting it on fire and drinking it.
Yeah, I do little family
Carbondale.
events at the crib. You know, just a little shit. I'll barbecue over to something, shit like that. So my homie D is in here. My other homie Carrie, they always come through. These niggas buy alcohol. Let's say they buy the alcohol in July. We having a barbecue.
Right.
They'll come back next July. That shit
It's
is
still there.
there.
Not around these parts, man.
I was like, yeah, the shit you bought last year is under the cabinet.
Hey, cuz, what you want us to bring? Your shit from last year is
It's
here.
still here, man. I ain't drinking that shit.
You ain't got to bring nothing.
Not ever.
Nah, you know, I'm bringing the liquor to whatever's going on. I'll bring the liquor. I ain't going to nobody's grocery store, no goofy shit like that. I'll bring the liquor.
See, in college though, or younger years, I was in charge of the girls. I am in charge.
I was
of
in
the
charge
girls.
of the manager man. That motherfucker Ron said, and this was before he was officially, dubbed manager man. He was like, "Hey, I'm in charge of the interns." And so yeah, I said, wait a minute, sir.
So other niggas brought the liquor, I brought the girls.
I brought the girls.
Right.
Hey, everybody got something to do.
Everybody got a job to do. You know what I'm saying?
T.I. got a song. One of my favorite songs actually. It's called T.I. versus T.I.P. It's him just battling himself.
I like that record too.
Yeah, it's a good record. He got a whole album called T.I. versus T.I.P., but he has a song called T.I. versus T.I.P. on Trap Music, his second album. And at the beginning of the song, like T.I.P. is like chilling with his homies. And so he's talking to each one of his homies like, "Hey, Doug, is the hoes coming?" He's like, "Hey, Raj, you got the weed rolled up?" And he's like, he asks his homie, "What you got? Pour me a drink." Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got, what they bring to the table.
Man.
Yeah.
Everybody got a value.
Yeah. So you got the girls, they got the liquor. This person might got the weed. This person might hop on the grill. Everybody do your thing, fam. Stay in your lane and we gonna all win out here.
Everybody wins.
Don't cross over. Don't cross over to my lane. Hey, grill man, when you outside grilling, I pull up with the girls. Do not blow it before anybody even gets going. Okay, just keep grilling, sir. I'm gonna take them in, Bro got the drink set up. We're going to chill. Everybody will win. Just do your fucking job. Let me do this job over here, okay?
Yeah, I tried my first experiment grilling in costume. It was a horrible failure.
See, me, that's why I'm so valuable on the team. I can do it all, except the weed part. That ain't.
He said, intern man. That's hilarious to me.
That's good stuff. I can do it all. That's why I'm so valuable on the team, man.
That's what it is, G.
Yeah, I can absolutely.
You're 6 man. You come off the bench and keep the game going.
Nope. I'm Scottie Pippen.
You're Scottie Pippen.
I'm Scottie, fam. I can do everything. I can do it all, fam. I can bring the ball up.
So
I
you
can
get
score. I can
punked for
defend.
half
I can
your
rebound.
career before you show up in your
That's
play.
cap. That's cap.
Bad box fade, bad barber.
That's cap.
Later
Also
on in
cap.
life, your lady cheats on you with
Also cap.
A rapper who's a drug addict.
Also cap.
You got to choose somebody else, G. Scotty's not the guy.
Nope.
You gonna stay with Scotty.
Sticking with Scotty, fam.
Okay, hey, man, salute to you.
I'll talk about it on the court.
Hey,
You
whatever
wild.
makes you happy, man.
Okay?
I just want to
Do
support
all
your
things,
dreams.
man.
I just want to support your dreams.
I can make sure that the female company is secured. I can be the bartender.
Look at DJ
Drinks will be
talking
there, and I
smack
got on the
about me.
grill. The weed somebody else got.
So DJ went to school. He didn't go to school with me.
Right.
DJ's a child.
DJ's a child.
I'm an adult.
It's DJ birthday Saturday too, man. Y'all send DJ
salute
some
to
love.
DJ,
His
man.
birthday
Happy early
Saturday.
birthday, family.
Yeah.
But
And he'll be like 33 while you talk about he's a fucking child.
But DJ wasn't on campus with me. DJ, please look a little bit deeper. There's streets down there named after me. I just want you to be very clear about who I was.
DJ said, stop talking about our manager like this. Manager, man.
Look at the manager. He on that
Yeah,
one.
he on that one. You said what?
I was just gonna say arm manager.
Huh?
Arm.
You ain't
just
everybody's
our
manager?
You just our manager.
Just ours or just his?
So whose manager are you, Rod?
And whose manager aren't you?
Let's hear it.
No comment.
Let me stop, man. Anyhow, what is all this pills about?
Those are interesting birthday emojis.
Hey,
DJ.
Boosie. Oh, you know what? This is from last night. This is from Weeko Wednesday last night.
Emojis.
These is DJ emojis from Weeko Wednesday last night. DJ was talking about, DJ send himself questions and say people send him questions.
Oh, that's how that works.
So
So he asked himself, would he wear the long tee with no drawers?
he asked himself about the long tee. He
Absolutely
tall
a DJ
tee
question.
tutor. He asked himself about tooting his booty up. He asked himself about getting raped in the alley. All this is all DJ shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop. I don't know. People be sending these wild ass shit. But anyway, one of the questions they got last night was about this dude who said he was no longer attracted to the woman he had been with for like 10 years. She's like, man, I can't even get hard to sleep with her. Like, I gotta be drunk as hell, I gotta be high as fuck, and I gotta be off of like 2 pills. And so thus the pills.
Oh, okay. Wait. He's drunk, high, and on pills?
Yeah, fam.
He's gonna kill himself.
That's why your joint don't work, fam.
That's true. Too.
Okay, it probably ain't even shorty. Like your joint don't work because you is heavily
You're a drug addict.
Right.
That's why. That's what happens.
That's why your joint don't work, man.
It's not her, it's you.
They send them the toy too. Oh, and
What's
turtles.
turtles?
Yeah, that was also some Weeko. Listen, man. I'm not gonna be giving Weeko Wednesday recaps every fucking Thursday.
Yeah,
Y'all need to tune
I'll
in
tune in late.
to Weeko Wednesday. It is every Wednesday at 8:30 right here on What's In It for the Black People Media. It is hosted by Reese the Ruler. You can see him in the comments right now with the Kimo Sabe, Big Ball, and his my hobby. Yeah, he co-hosted with Toy. It's called Weeko Wednesday. Very, very entertaining. Very, very ratchet. Okay? Put the kids to bed. Tune in to Weeko Wednesday. Turtles. Okay? Whole theme of the show last night. Uncircumcised penises. Okay?
Turtles.
Turtlenecks. Okay? You following me?
Did someone send you that question in your inbox, DJ?
Apparently, it was a woman who sent it to Toy.
PJ, the woman.
Larissa the Ruler.
I'm just fucking with you.
Larissa.
Larissa, the measuring stick.
Measuring stick. Sent Toy a question talking about
Hollywood.
they just allowed me to hang out in the back. Every now and then I just slide in some fuckery. I try to slide in some reason into the conversation because Reese be on some whole other shit. But yeah, turtlenecks.
Mary just says freaking Pisces baby. The only reason that catches my attention, I don't know how fast we can pull this, man, but we should get somebody call the Haitian sensation Magda and see if we can get one of them weirdo people she knows who reads horoscopes so we can have that conversation tomorrow.
That's a good way to ask somebody to do something. Go get one of them weirdo people you know.
They're weirdos. It's fun.
Mag was in here earlier. I don't know if she's still here, but Mag was in here earlier.
Yeah. Okay, we should try to touch. I'm gonna try to touch that.
All right, we'll reach out.
I wonder if someone we knows Mag's phone number because I don't have it. You got it?
I don't have Magda's phone number, but you know, I wonder if there's anybody that is working on this show.
Manager man, hey, dude, manager man, do you have a directory of all of the employees that you manage?
I got a direct line on everybody.
Do you have the number of all of your subordinates, sir?
I got a direct line on everybody here.
Share that with me.
I got you.
Thank you.
Putting up shots, baby.
Gym, baby.
In the gym. In the gym.
In the gym. Number 0.5.
He, Ron Jeremy. He of the biggest schlong known to man.
Also known as Manager Man.
Manager Man. No, I'm not eating your box. Don't you see what I got?
Great at setting picks and running the floor for no apparent reason at all.
No reason. For no
he
reason.
Might be able to throw a live pass to the other team most times.
Other team.
5:57, man. I'm tired as hell.
Let's go. We got to bounce, man.
On my 40th hour.
We got to bounce, man. Listen, we appreciate y'all so very, very much for tuning in to this episode. So it was a couple of turtleneck guys that were in the comments yesterday while they were talking about the turtlenecks, and they were unashamed about their turtleneck. It ain't their fault. You know what I'm saying? You don't make the decision of whether or not you get service tags. Shout out to my OG for making sure that, you know,
man, if it was to
my neck is
I was
uncovered,
conscious of it, and it was my choice to make it. I ain't let nobody cut on me.
Yeah, but I'm glad that decision was made.
You gonna take whatever come out these drawers that you gonna take.
Yeah, I get more than you bargain for sometimes. So they was talking about like the smell when you pull the skin back, how you clean it, how do you top it off.
That's way too much of an intimate conversation.
What is Waco with? This is what they do.
That's true.
But anyhow, listen. Who said leave Ron alone? Oh, my mama. Nah, man, that's what we do. We mess with Lil Ron. This is just how it's going to be. He'll be all right though. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this Thursday edition of I Said What I Said. It's the highest level of intellect.
Professional orator voice.
It's the highest level of intellect that
really
you will ever come
tuning
across.
in because we were talking a bunch of stupid shit, but it sounds so much better. When
Could not be more grateful. What they say? Them convertibles auto cover and uncover. Right. So Boosie, hey man, Boosie been on one for like 18 hours straight. Okay, you talking about you ain't been asleep? I don't know if Boosie's been asleep because she's talking about turtlenecks. Talking about the top coming off the turtlenecks. Listen, we gotta go, man. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this Thursday edition of I Said What I Said. We greatly, greatly appreciate you too. Glad you made it back home safely, brother. Glad you went down there and handled what you needed to handle.
Miss y'all boys, man. I'm back, G.
Yeah. I know you think, you tired and all that, but Bella ain't for the sleep shit till tomorrow. So you will be running on like 50-something hours.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
It is what it is, man. Happy birthday to baby Bella.
Absolutely.
Good to have you back, brother. Missed you, man. We'll be back here tomorrow. Same time, same place at 3 p.m. Y'all make sure y'all get up early tomorrow at 6 a.m. Hang out with the Maze Jackson Show. Stick around for the Book of Dawn. And then Mama Torre Muhammad. His show.
Okay, you confused me for a second.
I confused myself for a second. I try to get this right.
The best of us, man. Happens to the best.
Yeah,
of us.
I try to keep this in my head, and sometimes I'll just mess it up. But shout out to the brother Tori Muhammad. Hey, I am enjoying the show. That comes on after the Book of Dawn. Before you touch down on the soil with the bigs, then we'll be back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. for Manager Man.
Manager Man. Hey, Manager Man, give me a bump of that cocaine music before we get out of here.
For Manager Man and Toussaint Werner, my name is Herb Howard. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Until then.
Right. You got to start all over again.
All right.
4.
Manager Man. Toussaint Werner. My name is Herb Howard. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Until then, y'all be good to each other. Peace.
WIFTBPM.
really bout that life, if you really, really bout that life, JC, spit a key, let me test your work. Ross, you the boss, let me test your work. Cheesy, you talking breezy, let me test your work. Cam, you the man, let me test your work. Dre and Snoop, like that chronic, I need something stronger. Molly cute, that's like an aspirin for my daughter. Big time, in the club with a case of Ace, and now I sniff that whole table. Scarface, another court case. I'm a frequent offender. Where Wyclef was hot, I was gone to November. 6 years.